Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Johnny Woodard.
Welcome again. Sorry.
Welcome. What's going on here, Johnny? I'm trying to start the show.
This is what happens when we take Monday off from tinfoil.
That's what happens. Welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation, starring Johnny Woodard. And anyways, get to it. Johnny, how are ya?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was it's a weird week because would you say every day, every Monday, Wednesday, for maybe this whole year, we've done a tinfoil. And then we kind of got thrown off Monday because I don't know what I guess bailed or something.
Some dude from Australia just canceled on us last second. And he was live streaming. He goes to Mark, watch my live stream. You'll see I'm not doing well. I'm like, but you're live streaming.
Yeah.
And what do you got? Quick strike AIDS? Is that what you got? Quick strike AIDS?
You got that spin around disease that makes you spin
that,
around.
You got that new 30-minute disease that just hits you in 30 minutes? Come on, man. You knew you were going to not make it. We could have gotten somebody in. Man, that's an atrocity right there.
Yeah, and then it threw off our whole. It's weird. The whole week has felt weird. We're doubling up on Wednesday.
We're doubling up. We're doing two weirdo shows.
Oh, good ones? Okay.
Yeah, they're two fun, weird shows.
I love the fun, weird shows.
Yeah, I do too. People got a little mad because we had what they felt was like more corporate episodes, which I don't understand.
It's not on purpose.
It's not, dude, we're hanging and banging. Well, on the day we record this, Johnny will put this out. It will be Sunday night. We try to get a set day, and then Johnny does fuzzy math and then doesn't put out till 2 days later.
Well, what we found is that Fridays and Saturdays are just shit.
Nobody's watching. You're too busy doing blow and humping.
But Sunday night, Monday morning, our numbers are all like this past. It was just it's probably going to end up being the biggest one ever.
Do you think it's because we talk about a chick who boned after seeing a werewolf?
It could be. Now, the one up to this point, the one that was the biggest one is the Rogan episode, and then we had the other biggest one was like last week, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and then now I think
so. People are finding the BS.
Yeah, for sure. The BS, yeah.
All right? People are finding it. We're out here. We're hanging. We're banging, okay?
Hanging and banging.
We're hanging and banging. That's all we're doing out there. We got some guests. We're going to have guests call in, hopefully. We have the Christians are calling in. We're going to ask the Christian sisters. First, we're going to ask them what's the politically correct term for housekeepers? Okay?
Well, she said something in the message where she was talking about coming on here. She said what that was. Hold on.
What is the politically correct version?
What does she call herself? She said, hey, the blonde janitors from Dallas is what she said.
She wants us to say
the blonde
janitors. Okay, respect on that. So we're going to have blonde janitors coming on. Tell us, are the Christians offended by our dirty talk?
I got to figure out what place these girls are janitors at because, damn, I mean, I don't remember any janitors.
Yeah, they're pretty hot.
Yeah.
And they came to my show. I'm like, let's grab some sushi. And then I realized they were Christian, so no action was happening.
I think they're like married and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
they just got married.
That's a drag.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm happy for them.
It's good for them.
I'm happy for them, but I'm always taking my shots, Johnny.
Oh, they say that about you. Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's what Jordan said.
Is that what they said? Sam misses 100% of the shots he takes?
He doesn't take. No, that's a Jordan thing. He says, I think it's a misattributed
Well, I mean,
thing.
they were great. We talked, and it was fun, and, they're Christian, so it was great. But we're going to find out if the Christians can handle the heat.
Well, you're a Christian now, too.
I am a Christian, Johnny, but I'm a mystic Christian.
Oh, a mystic.
I'm more of the Jedi Christian, okay? I'm trying to work on manipulating energy through the Lord.
Okay. Interesting.
I think Jesus was a Jedi. What's your problem with that?
No, I don't. I'm just kind of taking it on board here, letting it wash over me.
I really do think that there was like some serious anti-branding going on with the big JC, bro.
Anti-branding? What's that?
Yeah,
mean?
they were just trying to make him look like stupid. Like it wasn't fun.
He's like the smartest guy in the Bible.
Well, I mean, it's just like they're like, oh, Jesus could change this and he could do that, and then he dies.
You think he had better miracles than that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I think he was Luke Skywalker of the Bible. That's my opinion.
Well, you think he could do like move things with his mind for sure, right?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
That walking on water thing's pretty dope. You got to say.
I think they had superpowers that because they've destroyed our knowledge of history, we don't have their knowledge anymore.
Okay.
All right? And I just want to say, if you're Muslim, you can enjoy BS too.
You mean the show?
Yeah, our show.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I'd like to hang out with Allah, Muhammad, and be like, what up?
Well, you can't put him on camera, but yeah.
Yeah, we can't put him on camera.
Audio only.
Would it be one of those things where it's kind of like when we do like the mob, like you've informed on the mob, we just hear your voice like this.
I am the Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, that's how it go.
I love broken
Respect to the Muslims, dog.
Absolutely.
Respect, and the Jews, we love you too, especially Jew chicks.
Yeah, please don't.
I take Krav Maga, a lot of hot Jew chicks. So I'm in Krav Maga class, and the teacher presents one of the young guys in the class just got his yellow belt. Guess how long the test was they had to take, Johnny?
How long?
I go. He goes. I thought I was in shape. I go. How long was the test? He goes. 5.5 hours.
What?
5.5 hours he tested.
What kind of Krav Maga
Dude, you gotta
situation
learn
lasts
to
5.5
kill
hours?
with precision.
I thought the whole idea was to run away. What do you need 5 hours for?
Johnny, because sometimes you can't run.
So what is this situation? Like you get kidnapped, you're in a
You have to know all the different elbow. There's 7 elbows.
Does that worry you when you hear that it's 5
No,
plus
dude,
hours?
I'm ready.
Really?
I want to take my test.
You have the endurance though for 5.
Yeah, dog. I pace myself. I know what I'm doing, bro.
Is it like Does it require a lot of
Johnny, I have
aerobics?
old man speed, you know, where it's like I can fast and burst. Like I'm like the old black
See,
guy.
I've seen you run a 40, so I know that's not true.
Yeah, but Johnny, that because I didn't care about that.
Oh shit!
I did not care.
You cared so much. You were
I
trying
did not
so
care
hard.
so much, Johnny.
You thought you might win,
Johnny,
that,
you
too.
know what my big problem right now in my life is? Can I give you I have an atrocity.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing worse than atrocity than when you're going to sit down, you fart midway down, and you sit right into your fart. You ever done that? I call it the gas chamber, and you gas chambered yourself.
It's like one of those. You ever seen it where they put people in this tube and they grab as many dollars as they can?
Yeah.
That's the fart just coming up.
That's it.
Around
where you're
you
just
like
like
this.
okay, I'm gonna poop, or I'm just gonna sit down. You go, and you just sit right in it.
Wait, you're gonna poop? What were you sitting on the toilet? Is that what
No, sometimes like I'll go to drop a deuce, and like on the way down, I'll drop a little like air warning and an air siren, right? Right as I'm going down.
What do they call that? Like first alarm, first warning, or
No,
whatever?
I think it's called a siren.
Yeah, but there's a first. There's a thing that used to
Bomb
before-
siren. What's that bomb called? Brrr! That's my butthole as I'm going down to deliver the fucking fatal blow.
Yeah, first alert. That's what.
Yeah, no, but it's like it's called like a bomb
No,
siren.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, bomb siren.
Yeah, so my asshole drops a bomb siren, and then I sit in the bomb siren. And it's just like, and you can't go anywhere because you got to smell it. It's the worst, bro. The worst. Dude, this is a true story. I was at a restaurant, and so every Tuesday after Conspiracy Social Club, I go to this one restaurant every Tuesday. It's, I'll get you the name of it.
Yeah, let's go so we can meet you there, all of us.
It's called Vine Street Deli.
All right, we know where to find you on Tuesdays. Then.
Every Tuesday, I go to Vine Street Deli.
If you want to get Sam, now you know where he is on Tuesday.
Yeah, come get some. And I order chicken kebab, and I sit there and I zone out. And they know me now. They're like, Sam, how are you?
Or these Mediterranean guys.
How's your week? Yes,
Greeks.
it's him and his mom run it.
That's cool, man. I love those places.
I do. That's why I go there. I have 2 kebab places I go.
That's the best part of LA is the local like mom and pop stuff where it still exists.
Yeah, well, you got to support them because it's getting so expensive here. Like, dude, they're just running out all the outlaws. But anyways, I go to, I sit down, order my food. This gorgeous redhead and her mom, this gorgeous redhead in yoga pants and a fat rack is there with her mom, sits next to me.
Redhead is a special thing.
Right, and I start getting the bubbles going, and I don't, yeah.
buddy.
So I don't want to gas chamber this
Does that get worse? I feel like that's getting worse. Does that get worse? You're kind of ahead of me in life. Does that get worse as you
What do
age?
you mean? You start
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
dude.
What is that? Why is that?
I
I've
don't know,
noticed that
your
recently.
body just is like decaying, bro.
What is that? Oh,
I don't know,
your
dude.
inside's
It's like
just rotting, huh?
I think it's something that like there is something about dad farts. Like dad farts are just a level fart like no man's seen before being a dad.
That's,
right?
that's
I mean,
my
dude,
future, I guess.
I don't know. Have I told it? Yeah, I told the story. My dad used to just wreck the shitter.
My dad too.
And we only had one. Dude, it's why I got 2 bathrooms at the house for the kids. I want my own bathroom for me to drop deuces in so they didn't have to walk into it.
That's generous, dude. That's really thoughtful of you.
Really, dude, I would never get a one bathroom house ever again. I would never do that to my children. I will always have a separate
You're a good father.
contaminated area.
You're a good father.
Right?
You're a good father, man.
Thank you, man. You know what? Someone else told me that today. It's probably my favorite thing to hear. I work very hard and I take it very serious.
Yeah, there are many people who would do well to have you as their father.
I don't even know how. But it's so funny. Like every comic, it's so funny because I did a big charity event this weekend. The Armenian Bone Marrow Registry. It's my.
Oh, that's your big thing.
Yeah, I do it once. We did it for. This was the 18th year.
Damn. How many years have you been doing it?
18.
Oh, the whole time, huh?
Yeah, I've been hosting it since the beginning. And the only time we took off, this should be the 20th. But because of the COVID, we couldn't do it anymore, and they sold it out. So I have 3 shows this week at in the main room of the Comedy Store. I sold out 2 of them. And
that's at the Comedy Store? I didn't know that.
In the main room. Damn. Now, one was Armenians for the Bone Marrow Registry, and this one is the early one. I have a show.
Did you just fart?
Yeah, I just gas chambered myself. No, I didn't gas chamber myself.
You farted so loud.
Well, Johnny, I'm lactose intolerant. Dana
wait.
keeps. Okay, I got so much to talk about, but anyway.
You distracted the shit out of me with that fart.
I just got. Okay, so anyways, I'll get into all that. But so I'm at this. This gorgeous redhead sits down with her mother or her aunt or an older woman. And she's hot, and I'm getting the bubbles going. I'm getting the bubbles.
Oh, that's scary.
Bubbles. Okay, and I'm like, ugh. So I get up. I'm like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, right? So I go in there, and this is where I gas chamber myself. I pull my pants down as I'm going down to put the peach on the porcelain. I fart hard, sit right into it.
It's like when the towers fell, the smoke. Was
Yes,
still
that's
up.
exactly it. My beehole was ground zero.
It was a planned demolition. You're
Yeah, you're right. So I sit into it, I smell it, I'm upset. I can't go because the mud cat looking for daylight, and we're in it, okay? And I'm so traumatized by smelling my own fart
so gross,
this
dude.
hard
That's so disgusting.
that I get up and I'm in a fog.
Oh wait, it like disoriented you, huh?
Yeah, I'm disoriented. I basically leave the bathroom and I don't even I zip up my zipper, but I don't even put my belt on. My belt is just wide open.
Is this like a Josh Wolf situation maybe?
I'm just walking in a daze.
This must be what happened to him.
I'm walking in a daze with my pants undone and my belt open.
That must have been some fart. Dude.
Oh, dude, sat right in it. Hiroshima myself. Dude, I sit down and they're just laughing. I'm like, what are they laughing about? And I get done eating. I look down and my belt is wide open. Like a real
you told
old
that
man.
wrong. You should have waited till you got back to and then revealed that. You already revealed that the belt was wide open. You should have let that be the punchline at the end.
Are you telling me?
Yeah. Think about it. That would have been better. The reveal.
You want me to redo the joke so you could re-edit it?
No. You got what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. But the point is that I had my belt. I had an old man moment from a smoke show with Big Rack.
That's embarrassing, dude.
It's so embarrassing.
God, that sucks, bro.
The worst.
What do you even try to recover from that?
No, dude. I accept my fate.
Speaking of young people, I think we got a phone call.
Oh shit!
In.
Who is it?
All right, I'm gonna answer
What's
this.
their
We're about
names?
to find out. I think one is called Sloan.
Hello. You're on with Broken Simulations. Who's this?
Hey,
Who is this?
it's Taylor and Sloan.
So what is it? So what Johnny and I were talking about, what is the politically correct term for what you do?
I don't know. I guess you could say that we're janitors, but it's kind of weird. I mean, I never tell anybody I'm a janitor. I just say that I own a cleaning company.
So you run a cleaning company, which I think is cool as shit.
Thank you.
So, obviously, I referenced you guys a lot. We hung out after my show, and we got sushi. Daddy paid, because I appreciate you guys. And so you guys like, we're Christians. I'm like, I'm a Christian too. We're Christians. I've been talking a lot about how I think Jesus was like Luke Skywalker. What do you think of that?
I don't know anything about that.
You don't know any? Are you guys Christians?
We are Christians, but I don't know anything about Luke Skywalker.
I think she's saying you're talking out of school, dude.
Am I talking blasphemy?
It's not in the
I
Bible.
don't think so.
Thank you. So, as Christians, do you guys get weirded out by our talk, our dirty talk?
No.
So we haven't lost you.
No.
Sam was really worried about that.
Every time we talk about dirty shit, I'm like, oh, we've lost the Christians.
No, we listen to all of your shows. Yeah, that's why we immediately reached out to Johnny and called you because we heard what you said when the show.
We appreciate that. I'm like, we can't lose our Christian demographic. Then we'll be down to 4 listeners.
Now, did you guys? Sam said you guys when you met, you kind of led with saying you're Christians. Did you do that to kind of let him know where the line was?
Hey, this ain't happening.
We're ladies. Don't try it.
Yeah.
We'll eat sushi, but that's it. Was that your
I
intention?
don't think so. No, we did it to relate to Sam and just because that's who we are.
Yeah, Johnny, as Christians, we're proud of it, okay?
It wasn't about putting up a line or
Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Yeah.
Not
we encourage you to be yourself.
Not totally sure I believe that.
Johnny.
We just love you guys just the way you are. Doesn't believe us. You really don't believe us, Johnny?
Johnny is questioning you whether you're telling the truth or not. Johnny, they're Christian.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, they don't lie. So
yeah, Johnny. Yeah.
Our faith isn't swayed by listening to somewhat inappropriate podcasts. Our spiritual strength can handle it.
Yeah, that's a good way to think of it.
Johnny, but ours can. Ours can. Yeah.
Now listen, I thought you guys were hot, and I'm like, hey, maybe we could hang out. And then I realized you were married, and the sister was getting married. So I was like, let's just. What's that?
Out. Thank you for my cameo, Sam.
My pleasure. Okay. But once I realized
why was that? Speaking of did you do it for her husband or something?
Well, her husband got her a cameo.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I got to get back on the cameo game. I've been really lazy about it.
Oh, you've been missing them?
Yeah, it was the coolest gift ever for her on her wedding day.
I do great.
On her wedding day?
Yeah.
Holy yeah. They really like you. That's
so
amazing.
Where'd you go for your wedding?
I got married on the Brazos River.
Nice. And you guys go on your honeymoon yet?
That's cool.
The day after, we went to Tulum, Mexico.
Nice. And while you guys consummated your relationship, did you listen to Broken Simulation?
No, we didn't.
Are you gonna
that would make it weird.
Are you gonna name any of your children after myself and Johnny? I think Sam Johnny is a great name for a Texan person.
Now, should we offer them the
just Sam Johnny?
Should we offer them the Patreon package, the $1,000?
I cannot do that to Christians, Johnny. They would not appreciate.
They said that nothing like that would shake their faith.
They do not want us giving them tips. Okay.
They're rock solid in their
Johnny,
faith.
they have one of them has 12 kids. She knows what she's doing.
Speaking of rock solid.
Wait. I do not have 12 kids. I have 2.
Two. Okay, yeah, I added a 1 to it. 2
and
kids.
You have 2.
I do have kids, and I take pride, and I know what I'm doing.
His came out in one shot, though. That's a little bit different.
That's how powerful I was.
Okay, well, mine were 3 years apart, but I only have 2.
Okay, so we're doing our end of the year wrap up. What is your favorite story that you've heard on Broken Sim?
Or moment.
Or anything.
Oh, gosh. I have so many. I will not lie. The one that just dropped today where the lady tells the story about the creature that ran next to the car, that fucked me up because I live way out in the country and I work really, really late at night, and I am already so scared when I drive home. I'm gonna haul ass the whole way. I'm not stopping anywhere. I'm definitely not going to any dead end roads. So that one.
Now, could you make love after you saw a dog man?
Come on.
Yeah, I could. Definitely.
And that's what everybody who commented was like, props to her for seeing it through. Everybody. It was 100% of the
awesome.
feedback was like, good job.
That was like my favorite part of the whole story was when you asked that at the end. She was like, yeah, I did.
That's what Eddie's question was. I was like, so.
Oh, Eddie, yeah.
So,
that's right, yeah.
Have you guys seen ghosts or anything?
Good question.
Ghosts?
Any supernatural?
Any supernatural stuff?
Well, I did have like the coolest thing ever happen whenever my daughter was in the NICU when she was born.
Ooh.
I was like an absolute complete wreck. I could not get a grip on my emotions. I just could not get it together. And this doctor came into the room. It was just my brother and I were there. Everyone else had left for the night. And he had a long talk with me. And I mean, I won't, it's a super long story, but he was the only one that could get me to calm down. And he got my brother to calm down. And it was like in that moment, I thought, okay, everything's going to be okay. And then I actually went home that night for the first time and I was able to go to sleep. And I was able to just like get a grip for a little bit. And when I came back the next day, my brother came back. We were asking everybody, where's Dr. So-and-so? Where's Dr. So-and-so? Where's Dr. So-and-so? And they were like, all the nurses were looking at me like, this girl has lost her mind. My brother was like, no, I was here. And they were like, I'm sorry, there's nobody here named that. And then we asked like 2 or 3 different nurses because we were there for like a good stay. And we asked several doctors and they said, we're so sorry, we don't know. And this one nurse came in and she looked me straight in my face and she said, he's an angel. Several people have talked to him.
So you guys had this homeless fake doctor that's roaming around the hospital late at night.
Johnny!
He was definitely not homeless. I'm telling you, this nurse looked straight at me like the last day we were there, and she said, he's an angel. Several people have talked to him.
Dude.
That is crazy.
I love how she almost didn't tell this story. She's like, well, I don't really have anything except for the best story we've ever heard on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I don't feel like that was a ghost. Like I feel like it was really an angel for real.
Oh,
and
no,
it was like
Was he stunningly good looking?
He was. He was very handsome, and there was something so calming about him that he was the only one that could get me to stop crying and tell me the whole story about what happened to my daughter and that she was going to be fully okay. And I had to go home and go to sleep. And everybody had been telling me that because I was kind of like, I couldn't get a grip because I was so tired, and he got through to me. And then this nurse looked at me and was like, you're not the first person that has said that. And then I have not told a lot of people this, but a few people I've talked to, they're like, I've heard about that at Cook's. You're not the only one. He's at Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow,
Wow,
so at this...
and the doctor knew the specifics of her case, it sounds like. So for the nurses and everybody, nobody to know who it was. That is
crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't like he just came in and said, calm down, Mama. He said...
Hold on. He said, calm down, Mama?
No, I'm saying he didn't just come in and say, calm down, Mama, and leave. He came in and called me by my name, knew my daughter's name, said, this is what happened. This is how many days she struggled. This is how bad this could have been. This is...
When he came and spoke to you, you weren't in the room with Alex or your daughter. You were in the waiting room, way out
with my brother. And he came to me. Yeah, and my brother too was like, we just had peace for the first time. And then my brother came back to the hospital the next day and he was like, I stopped having that because he had been having a bad nightmare about what had happened. And he was like, I finally slept last night. I didn't have a nightmare. I was like, me too. I went to sleep for a little bit. So yeah, it was crazy. And then to hear other people say, oh yeah, there's an angel there.
Like a
that
Garth Brooks song or something, man. That's crazy. Jeez.
That's the first time I thought, you know what? I bet you Garth Brooks would love this. He'd write a fucking song about it. That is crazy. I love how you're like, oh, no, we got no. Well, one time.
Yeah.
One time I was visited by an angel.
One time the Lord came and spoke to me, but other than that.
By the way, isn't that like Michael Landon's old TV show was Touched by an Angel?
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, was that, well,
the guy from Little House on the Prairie?
No, Touched by an Angel was the one with the old woman, right?
No, it was
What's
Michael
that?
Landau before he died, or Michael London, whatever his name was.
It's not it was Michael
The
London,
guy from Little House on the
I know
Prairie?
what you're talking about, but I thought, okay.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's
So, hey, so Johnny, just so
Highway to heaven,
like
so-
that story. So you just know, like you're saying, well, why did you tell Sam that you were trying to draw the line as soon as you met him at your Christians? I just can't help but tell people whenever like an angel came and told you that your baby was going to live and
No,
be
that's
okay.
that's amazing.
Okay.
No, that's incredible.
I think it's amazing.
it's the best thing I've ever heard. Honestly,
That's a
I
cool
love
ass
stuff like
story.
Oh,
I love it.
So,
I love it.
thank you.
You're up for story of the year.
Yeah, and late entry.
Hell
Here.
yeah! I needed a win today. Hell yeah!
Well, we love you, ladies. I'm so thankful you guys called in.
Yeah. Wow.
You guys are great. You were so nice, and I enjoyed our conversation. And I look forward to coming back to Dallas and performing again, and seeing the whole crew and meeting your new husband and all that stuff.
Yes, we love y'all too. Like we work really long days and nights. And
Is
we
that
look forward
crazy?
to, like all your shows dropping. Like we love to listen to them.
Hot
It
blondes
makes our
are
night
working
better.
hard at cleaning.
I know you should have come to LA. You would not be working any at all. You could just be
Okay, so
sitting up in the
we
hills.
not
Hot blonde
only-
cleaners, they put in work. Hot blonde cleaners doing hard work.
Good.
That was a pretty good jingle.
Thank you.
So we not only have a cleaning business, but we're actually licensed realtors. So we work really hard selling real estate also. That's our day
Damn,
job.
It's a Christian work ethic right there.
that
That's
is
what that
really a Christian work
So-
ethic.
Yep. So it's
So you're real
we're gonna
estate,
keep at
you're
it.
cleaning how damn, dude. Yay
Props
for
on
you.
that. That's how you get success. We
Hey,
should
Sam,
have
we're
them on
trying-
cash studies.
We're trying to get in the Guinness Book of Guinness Records.
Respect.
for having like the most small businesses. Like we're hustling so
That
freaking
is
hard.
so great. You guys are up for it. Most jobs by hot janitors for sure. You guys are winning. You guys are in it for hottest janitors, by the
Oh,
way.
hell
You're
yeah.
already in.
Can you imagine if they were like your janitor in high school? Or
We
something
should
like that?
do
Forget
a
about it,
whole
dude.
calendar
Just follow 'em
of
around.
hot Christian janitors
Well, it's they're
and give all the
it's
proceeds.
just going to be the two of them every other month,
every other
alternating.
month.
Okay. Also, interested in the award for Hot Blonde Realtors. Okay, because we're slaying it out here in Texas.
But see, here's the problem. There's a lot of hot realtors out there. And like you are as hot as any of them, but there's definitely more
sisters.
competition. But you guys are dominating the janitor business.
Okay, we'll take that.
You guys are the Michael Jordans of hot.
It's like if Michael
janitors.
Jordan went to play in the WNBA.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like.
what you guys are crushing it. You guys are on
we
fire.
we are pretty cool.
So, do you guys want a business plug? Do you guys want to plug? You can plug
I
your
mean-
business, whatever, your website, your real estate one, your cleaning. If you want to sell the house that you're going to clean too, you could double dip.
Or if you want to get like weird DMs, just leave your Instagram.
Yeah, if you also met the angel at the children's hospital, hit us up and let us know.
Yeah. We'll pass on the weird DMs. And
Yeah.
we don't need to market the cleaning anymore.
No, we are slammed with cleaning. We cannot take on any more customers.
No more
Well, we do
cleanings.
they're successful.
No,
dude.
we want the real estate plug though.
Okay, so what's your real estate agent? What is your real estate website, your company? What is it?
we work for KLT Real Estate, but we work together on a realty team as sisters, and it's called the Carper Day Team. My last name, her last name. So CAR, T is in Peter, ER, and then Day, just Day. So
Carper
on, like,
Day
on Facebook,
Realty.
Team.
Team.
We're the
team.
Carper Day team.
The Carper
Yep.
Carper Day Team. Bam.
Check it
So
out.
on Instagram, it's at Carper
Johnny,
Day
write
Team.
down, put it in the show notes.
Written down.
and Facebook.
Write it down,
I'm
Johnny.
going to get it from this.
Okay, all right. All right, ladies. Well, we love you. Next time we're in Dallas, I look forward to seeing you guys again. And
Yes. Bring Johnny and bring it.
Yes, you have to bring Johnny with you when you come in the spring.
don't get Johnny going. He goes on stage with the notes of jokes shitting on me the whole time. So,
And they did really well, too.
and they did well. We love you, ladies. Thank you for calling in.
We love you. We love y'all too. God
Bye.
bless you.
It's great talking to you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry,
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Put the Christ back in Christmas. My
Put
God.
the Christ back in Christmas. I think Christ was a Jedi. They don't want to agree with me. That's fine.
It's okay.
Love you
God
guys.
bless Johnny.
Bye.
Married girlfriend.
All together.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
They are hot.
Hey everybody, when we heard that Omaha Steaks wanted to sponsor the show around the holidays, we both got excited because we know that there's no better gift around the holidays than Omaha Steaks. That's right, the holidays are here. Achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, and delicious Omaha Steaks. Omaha Steaks have put together a delicious selection of various gift packages to make shopping for the ones you love nice and easy. Go to omahasteaks.com and take advantage of 50% off site-wide, plus use the code BROKEN at checkout to get an additional $40 off your order. Omaha Steaks has everything you need to give a gift that's simply perfect. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites like the delicious butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. Don't wait, order today and beat the shopping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com and use the promo code BROKEN at checkout. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com to take advantage of 50% off site-wide, plus use the promo code BROKEN at checkout to get that extra $40 off your order. Minimum order may be required.
Hi, guys. Real quick, I want to tell you about Mr. Ballin. Listen, a teen solo hiker was terrorized for days by an unknown figure dressed in white. Two cops who quit their jobs at a local theater because of an unexplained encounter with an alleged demon. An isolated forest in Canada where people keep turning up headless. These are just some of the strange, dark, and mysterious stories you'll hear each week on the Mr. Ballin Podcast. That's right. It's the Mr. Ballin Podcast. These are just some of the strange, dark, and mysterious stories you'll hear each week on Mr. Ballin Podcast.
In each episode, Mr. Ballin shares real-life haunting accounts, like the case of Haley Zaga, who disappeared from a hiking trail for 51 hours. When search and rescuers finally found her and asked how she survived, she simply said a friend helped her. She described this friend, 4 years old, black hair, brown eyes. This friend was initially dismissed until they realized the girl had gone missing in that exact spot 23 years earlier and was never found. She was 4 years old. She had black hair and brown eyes.
Yeah. So, I used to watch Mr. Ballin all the time when my babies were born. I'd be take care of the babies and we would watch his stories. He's a great storyteller. I really enjoy. So here's what's going on. Prime members, okay, listen to Amazon Music exclusive podcast, Mr. Ballin Podcast, strange, dark, and mysterious stories in the Amazon Music app. Download the app today.
Those are cool people, though. I wish I had more people like that in my life.
Texas, by the way.
Oh,
that's
for sure.
Arizona,
It's the South.
Texas,
It's the whole South,
Florida. Dude. It's all that.
It's the South,
you know where
man.
it's not? L.A.
No, there's none of the no warmth like that.
There's
in
nothing
LA.
in it. Like, it's all gone.
You can find locals in LA who grew up here and live normal lives and went to public schools that are like that. But people, all the imports are just the worst kind of people.
Yes.
Career oriented, in the worst
Johnny,
way.
I'm still pissed at you telling me I didn't deliver my story correctly about me.
Well, no, I just thought about it would have hit me a lot funnier if you had waited till the end. In there, you know why they were laughing at me? Because I had my fucking.
No, I get it. Thank you, Johnny. I'm running and gunning on this show.
That's funny though.
So, Johnny, do you want to do some calls? Johnny's very excited about the calls. We just did a
You're
call.
not gonna like some of them, but yeah.
Why?
You'll see.
Okay, Johnny. Okay, the worm has turned, huh, Johnny?
No, it's honestly, every one of them I'll play right in order. I just went from top to bottom. They were all good, but some of them you won't like. I'll say that. Some you will like.
Because they're talking shit.
Well, no, I wouldn't say talking shit. There's constructive feedback, let's say.
Okay.
Like
all
this
right,
first
Johnny.
one is constructive feedback.
Okay, let's go.
You've got mail.
Fucking Sam. I gotta tell you this because I'm high right now, so I got the courage to call. You need to stop yelling at Johnny to end the show. When Johnny says to end the fucking show, we'll end it. All right? I want to hear no more about it. All right? All right, we good.
Well, Johnny, we got the crackheads are behind you, okay? I'm high enough that I wanted to tell you to listen to Johnny. Okay. Okay. So how about, okay. When I gotta go, I gotta go.
Yeah, you got kids.
I gotta go, I gotta go.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Okay. Next up, Johnny.
All right, I'm just gonna go in order here because these are all just really good today.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Sam. I just wanted to give a call in about personal atrocity.
Yeah.
First, I wanted to start out. I don't think last week's personal atrocities were on par for what we should be doing with this segment. I don't really think you dropping a pizza pocket in the street or pissing on yourself outside of a moving truck.
He starts out strong.
Really counts as like on a personal atrocity. I think we should. I feel a personal atrocity should be something that completely affects your life, changes it a little bit. Anyways, you guys can decide
Stop,
if
real quick,
my
2
personal
seconds.
atrocity.
Just stop. I think a personal atrocity is something that only you would give a only could happen to you and only is hilarious to everybody else.
It's something that's
but your personal 9/11.
It's something that's based in a quirk of your
Your
personality.
thing that if you told everybody, they would laugh their ass off, but you are offended, angry, and you don't know how you go on with your life.
Like for me, for instance, it's the Doritos popcorn, which I got my buddy Mike Shahan to send me about 20 bags of. So took care of that, and I took care of him. I paid him double what he paid for the bags.
Johnny, you're a kind God.
He profited.
Johnny, you're really a kind God. Like, the guy jizzing in his own mouth, that's the personal atrocity.
Now that's an atrocity.
The guy with the beer and the cocaine, that's an atrocity.
That's an atrocity too. Now
Okay.
listen to the rest of this voice.
The original atrocity is an atrocity.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Your pussy thinks.
Dominatrixes of the world unite. That's all I'll say. That's such a funny.
Criteria. Anyways, I was dating a lovely lady. I was very young. I was like 21, just starting school. Her name was, we'll call her Valerie. She's very, very nice. Sexually, she wanted to do all sorts of crazy stuff.
See, I think somebody walked up behind him. That's where it ends.
That's where it ends?
That's just the end of it. Yeah.
That's an atrocity.
To us, though. That's
To
our
us.
atrocity.
That's our personal atrocity. You've committed an atrocity. First of all, you call in, you criticize Johnny's production.
Was it? Oh no! Who you say? He's saying that he's criticizing their atrocities.
Yeah, but he's criticizing you picking them as an atrocity.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And then I defended you, Johnny.
I don't weed through them too much. So honestly, if I think they're funny, I'll put them up and let us decide if they make it.
Okay, I respect that, but he doesn't even want to hear them.
And then he didn't come through. I think what happened was somebody walked up behind him.
Yeah, like his wife or girlfriend walked in. He's talking about some old chick he used to bang back in the day.
Yep.
And she like butt stuff, and he was like not into it.
I think that's what happened.
How do you think that ends, Johnny? How do you think that story ends? I'll tell you how it ends. Poop on the dick.
Well, see, now I think
no reaction to that.
Well, you might be closer than you realize because there was another one that came through, which I feel like is the same guy. We'll have to listen to the voices, but it's got to be the same guy, right? Because it's very much a sex story.
I love that this guy comes in strong like a tough guy and then hangs up when somebody walks in, like his mom or somebody.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if this is it.
Sweet Timothy, the ayahuasca for my ears.
You think this is the same guy?
And Johnny, just Johnny. Anyways, I am calling in. It's kind of an atrocity. To me personally, it's an atrocity. But it also relates to the water debate on what kind of purchased water is best. I won't say bottled because my solution is not a bottle. Have you ever heard of Deja Blue? Well, if you're in the Michigan area and your kid goes to school, there's special canned Deja Blue water that they send to school. I have a buddy that is a sales rep for 7-Eleven and, or not 7-Eleven, 7-Up. Sorry. He's a sales rep for 7-Up, and they are the ones up there who distribute Deja Blue water. And he has somehow managed to
Where's the
get a
atrocity here?
hold of a couple cases of this canned water. And I got to say, it puts bottled water to shame.
See, I've had
canned water.
Not a fan.
Amazing.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
It puts a little bit of a weird taste on the water. in
And
my
you know
experience.
what? It's not better than Avion.
It's not better than Evian, too. I'll agree with that. Yeah, for sure.
Avion is texture. Tastes good.
I'm with you. That's not the one. Hold on.
Gonna be honest with you.
That was not a good atrocity, dude.
Dude, that's not even an atrocity.
Well, he said it kind of was, but I don't think it
Hey,
was.
Tom calling from New Hampshire. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of the show. I've been listening the past few weeks, and I would throw my hat in the ring for a
Okay,
personal
now this
atrocity.
is what I want to say. This is how I imagine that other call ending. So just get ready for this.
Now, it's I'll keep it short. So, I was with my girl, and we're a bit high, a little tired, and she wanted to do some, fun activities. So, we decided to get down and dirty, and I'm hitting it from behind, as a good Samaritan would.
Good Christian man.
Good Christian man.
Yeah, and sorry, hard to talk when it's something very
That's why I think it could be the same guy.
personal atrocity like.
He's like getting quiet because somebody's walking by him or
I'm
something.
hitting it from behind. I'm on my knees, and because I'm tired, I kind of slip on one of my knees.
He slips.
And as I'm doing so, I was in the process of delivering one of the smack of the gods on her ass. So,
See, he's getting quiet because somebody's walking by him.
sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel this one. We can't talk about it. So bad. But never mind. Okay, I got it.
See, I think it could be the same guy.
As I do so, she lets out a really loud moan that wakes the neighbors. But in the process of doing so, my face gets all up in the rear end because I slipped.
His face is
And
in her ass.
my slap was so fucking good that I just hear this loud crap right in my face.
I think she farts in his
And I didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. I kept going, and
Good for you.
it was, we joke about it now, call it the mother of all queefs. But I was so disgusted
Oh, the
I didn't
queef.
get to finish
She
that night,
queefed in his
and I had to
face.
go to bed kind of sad.
Dude,
But,
that
yeah,
is
that's about it.
so he slipped and fell.
That's
and
what
she
I wanted
queefed in his face.
as a sex expert. If you allow me to say, I want
Thank
you to
you.
kind of work out the logistics of this.
So what he's saying is he's hitting it from behind.
On the bed, you think, or is he standing? That's what I don't.
Well, you know what could easily have happened, Johnny? He could be on the edge
That's what I'm thinking.
of the bed, and his movement throws him off, and he falls on. And as he's following,
'Cause that's a long way to fall.
yeah, he's falling as he goes. Muffler.
Maybe
Bang.
he's a midget. He could be a midget too, a short little person.
He could definitely be a little person,
Let us
but
know.
I've fallen off the bed before. I've fallen off because you're trying to position it right.
Yeah.
So you could drop hammer, and then like your knees, like you're trying to pull it back and be on it, but at the same time kind of use the floor
Leverage,
as
yeah. You need leverage, yeah.
So your knees can fall off as he's going for the smack. He could miss, fall, and as he's Johnny, as he's slowly falling, the air pressure from the
Funny. Can you imagine if, you know that commercial they have now, Prudential or whatever, where like the family calls like an instant replay? You know,
Yeah.
I wish we could get an instant replay.
Oh,
Can you
I wish
imagine
we could too.
watching that in slow motion?
But Johnny, just think of the logistics of that falling, and he farts as he's falling. The
Well, she
timing,
queefs. She queefs,
but,
right in
Yeah,
his
but
face.
that a pussy fart.
That's what we want to believe it is. It could just be a regular fart. We don't know.
Well, but his face is right there. He knows where it's coming
That's,
from,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
right? So he falls out and right in his face. Like the timing of that is impeccable.
It's a gift from God, really.
And Johnny, I'm gonna be honest with you. That completely falls under atrocities.
Oh, for sure.
Your wife queefing in your face as gravity's pulling you down because you missed on a slap, Like, if you told anybody that, that's the funniest story ever. So this is in for the atrocities.
Yeah, for sure.
Johnny, you won't write any of these down, and that's what upsets me.
Because the list would be so long by now. I have them all saved.
No, but I'm going to put this up with the best atrocities out there.
Hey guys, this is J-Lo from Boston.
J-Lo, a man.
Just calling to send you some appreciation because I'm going through some shit right now.
Oh, okay.
Last week, my grandmother died, which,
sorry.
you know, it's whatever. It happens. But 48 hours later, I'm sitting at a red light in my 2020 Prius, and someone rear ends me going like 40 miles an hour. And it was my first new car. I bought it before COVID. I bought it before inflation. And now I'm jumping through all these hoops to make it right. It's going to cost me a bunch of money. And
you got rear-ended.
Yes, I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to have tinfoil hat. And just wanted to say peace and love, blessings and gratitude. Later.
J-Lo, we love you.
Big time.
This is a realm of consequences. You're going through it, and you're going to get to it.
But why is it his fault? He got rear-ended.
I don't know why he's paying $1.
That's what I don't understand.
You need a new lawyer, bro.
Yeah, man.
Get yourself a lawyer. Unless the other guy had zero insurance.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Dude, I think you can buy, there's scumbag insurance out there in case the person is scumbag doesn't have insurance.
That's a drag. Hope that works out for
I
you,
hope that
bro.
works out. Keep us posted. Should we start a GoFundMe?
Yeah. For his Prius?
How much do you need, bro? Tweet us. We'll start a GoFundMe. And then the only thing you have to get is an American car that isn't a Momo car.
Yeah, a Momo car. That's what you're calling a Prius?
Yeah, a Momo car. You have a Momo car.
Yeah, I do. I like it, though. It's an American-made car. So.
All right, that's a little less Momo. Go on.
All right, here we go.
Hey, believe it or not, it's Ryan, the NorCal F-head. I'm going to call out, I just want to let you know, Johnny, we're calling out Sam right now for using the F word on Broken Simulation. You said you guys wouldn't cuss, so we're calling Sam out on that. But here I am, the NorCal Ryan guy who drinks Dasani. No hard feelings, boys. I appreciate the feedback. But believe it or not, I really do actually have a cryptid experience.
Lay it on us.
Lay it on us, bro.
I'm not lying. I remember, I can find the tweet and I'll send it to you guys if I can go back that.
Okay, now, before I've already listened to this, I want you to tell me when your confidence in the story being true dips and then when it kind of lifts, because this is a little bit of a roller coaster of confidence.
Dude, as a listener, we love roller coasters, okay? And two, I love that people are calling up with us with their paranormal experiences.
Yeah, me too. These are my favorites.
All right, because this is the sports center of the apocalypse. Yeah. Paranormal shit is part of the apocalypse.
Signs of the apocalypse.
Right?
Sure.
It's signs of the apocalypse, dude. Okay? But only come with true shit. We don't want people calling
don't
up,
make stuff up,
trying to make shit up. Well, no, our bullshit meter's really strong.
Oh, yes. They're finely tuned.
All right, we're on to you.
Here we go. Because it goes up and down here.
But I'm just leaving band practice. This is like 2018 or 19. And I'm leaving the band practice and I'm not sure of the town. Let me think about it.
So now right there, I'm like, you don't remember the town?
Yeah, where you had this paranormal thing? Okay.
Let me think about it. You had band practice there, though. You're at somebody's house.
Yeah, how many places are you having band practice?
And you don't remember the guy's house?
Yeah.
Little question.
All right, questionable.
Let me think about it, too. It's like, okay.
That sounds like let me
leaving
spitball
band
some
practice,
shit.
Walking out the garage with the bandmates. We're walking down the street, just taking a walk. We were practicing for like 2 hours. We just needed a break. We're walking down. I look up in the sky, and all I can tell you is like, imagine like an eel or a snake. And it's just like imagine how a underwater snake would swim, but it's flying in the air and it's translucent. And I strictly remember seeing it, and I pointed out, I was like, look at that. And the guitar player of my band saw it too. And to this day, he still remembers seeing it. I don't know what it was. There's no way it was some kind of like drone or anything. That thing was a real translucent flying eel snake.
Now I'm back
I don't
in.
know what it is. It could be a breakfast, the chicken snake god.
It's possible.
Hopefully it is, but yeah, I wanted to let you guys know. Again, sorry for drinking Dasani. Love you, boys.
Love you too, buddy.
Interesting.
Translucent means
That means kind of
clear.
see-through.
Yeah, clear, right? So how do you see it?
Well, I think he's like got like a shimmering sort of effect from it. You know what I mean?
And it's like this?
Yeah, it's like swimming through the space.
Johnny,
Space-time.
did I tell you about the person who came to the I feel like I had to tell this story about
What?
the woman who came to talk about Paradise City, the Paradise burning. You remember the fires 2-3 years ago up in NorCal where all the fires were?
Yeah.
And how the lady saw that weird ship in the sky?
No,
I didn't tell you this?
I don't think so. I would remember a weird ship in the
Here's
sky.
the weirdest thing.
Is this somebody we can get on?
Her mom hit me up. I'm like, hit me up. I want to interview her.
Absolutely.
But she was
Tell me,
on.
though. Tell me.
This is how Allie, the old booker Tinfoil Hat, became the booker of Tinfoil Hat, because she came on my show and started talking this story about how there was no fires. Then suddenly, everywhere was on fire. Everywhere. And this lady said, she came to my show, and it was so funny because there's a woman who worked for PG&E. Did I ever tell you when we were talking about PG&E, that there were 2 shows right in a row where someone from PG&E came to my show?
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
It was this hot chick with big rack.
Nice. We should
Cool
We
chick.
should have them call in. Find out what their religion is.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. I love how she wouldn't talk about Jesus being a Jedi. I don't know anything about that. Respect. So this brunette was telling the story outside the bar that we were performing at. She was like, I was there. She goes, the air got really still, and I look up, and there was this like cigar-looking silver thing in the sky.
That's what we're seeing a lot now. Yeah, the cigar-shaped thing.
And there was this weird like light going back and forth.
I've heard that before too. Yeah.
And then what happened was it started going faster and faster, and then it just went zing, and then all of a sudden everything was on fire.
Where was she?
In Paradise. You remember
where the fire started? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. And how did she not catch on fire if everything around her was on fire?
Well, I mean, like,
was she like driving? What was she doing? I guess is what.
She was staring. She's lived there.
But like in the town, where was she? Is at home?
I don't know. She didn't give me coordinates, Johnny.
No,
she was just
I'm
telling
just
me
trying to understand. Was she in a city or like a?
Yeah,
is
she was
that a
in the city of where what happened.
Okay.
But the only thing I can think of is
fascinating.
There's something about that these trees didn't burn all the way.
They did not burn. Is that what
You remember? The houses looked like they exploded, and the trees were all there.
I don't know about that. Depends on the kind of trees sometimes too, because they can have water inside of them, you know.
Yeah, but Johnny, the problem with that,
and the wind too.
The problem with that, Johnny, is that the whole argument is that the fire started because there's a drought. And then the argument is, those trees didn't burn because they have water in it. Either it's a drought or they have water in them.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That's an amazing
It's
story.
crazy.
I want to hear it from her too, because there's something.
It was nuts, bro.
That's wild.
That is wild. Okay, do we got any more?
Yeah, a couple more. Here we go. All right.
Hey, what's up, Sam? What's up, Johnny? Love your stuff. My name is Chris. I got an atrocity, but it's a little different because I didn't feel like it was an atrocity, and I still.
Now, I'll just say, atrocities are on different levels. This is a low. This is what I'll call a low level atrocity.
Yeah.
This might, you know how you have like a tropical depression, then a tropical storm, then a hurricane.
Yeah.
This is an atrocity depression. That's what this is.
Johnny, I have a funny story to tell you.
But the guy did. Basically, I'm at a Whole Foods shopping. I'm getting vegetables, and I'm looking for something. I don't know what it was. Fucking strawberries, which is not a vegetable, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm looking around. I don't see him. I'm searching the perimeter, and I see a guy. He's got his like a cart full of vegetables and fruits, and he's like messing with the veggies, and he's got a green shirt. He's got a black hoodie, but he's got a green shirt. He's got a lanyard around his neck. Pretty professional, you know? I mean, anyways.
He works at Whole Foods, obviously.
The green shirt and the lanyard, I go up to him, and he's African-American male. I go up to him, I said, excuse me, sir, do you know where the strawberries are? And he's like, what? Do you know where the strawberries are? And he was just so confused and almost offended. And I looked down at his lanyard. I really couldn't make it out. I said, you don't work here, do you? And he says, no. He was like beyond offended. The fact that I was asking him where the strawberries were in the Whole Foods. But it's like, dude, you're messing with fruits and veggies and you got a green shirt on. Just
see, I feel like this is almost the other guy's atrocity.
Your surroundings, read the room. Anyways, I still say that guy was being ridiculous. So I guess I have a question. I mean, should I feel like that was an atrocity, or should I feel how I feel, which is that he should have known the vibes that he was giving off? Thank you.
Okay, this is a wonderful. This may be the first time someone who committed an atrocity calls in to admit they committed an atrocity.
Yeah. First of all, my favorite part about this is that his friends talked him into telling us this as an atrocity. They were like, "No, dude, this is an atrocity for sure." He didn't want to. He said in the beginning, "I don't think it's an atrocity. I'm going to call anyway because my friends told me to." You might need to reevaluate your relationship.
Story ever. Bro, this is so funny.
I got a cart full of vegetables. I'm looking for vegetables, strawberries. Strawberries are not vegetables, of course. He's got a very interesting way of telling a story.
Oh my God. This is the best. This is the best. There's a couple things going on with this. One is like, if you're in the vegetable area, you got to be near the strawberries, right? There's got to be. Yeah. They put produce all together.
See, I'll spend 30 damn minutes looking before I'll ask him about it.
Really? Because I'll just walk right in and ask.
I'm too proud to beg.
I have zero problems with it. I think you should. What upsets me is when the employees don't know where the shit is. I already talked about Home Depot.
They don't even like being asked anymore.
Yeah, it upsets me.
Yeah, you saw that video the other day of that girl like freaking out. I don't know. You know, remember that video? Did you watch that video of that girl at Tesco like spazzing out?
No, I didn't.
Hold on. Okay, listen to her, dude. She's having a bad day, bro. Okay, check this chick out.
She's hot.
Oh yeah, she's
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had no sleep. And I'm working till 10 tonight. And I feel like killing myself.
What the fuck?
Hello? Yes, I can show you where this is. Aisle 22. Why don't you look at what it says on the board instead of asking me what aisle butter is in?
Oh God, that was hot.
Look, dude, she's shadowboxing. I love the duck. She ducked at the end.
By the way, everybody. By the way, that was the worst spit I've ever seen, and it was still hot.
Oh, it was.
Right?
Yeah, I'm glad you own that.
Right?
Because I felt the same way. I was like,
hot?
That's kind of hot.
I mean, it's unbelievable how hot it was. And the question is, why are you working a job? You're too hot to have a 9-to-5 job.
Well, we
just talked to some fucking hot janitors.
We learned some things tonight.
This is what feminism got you. Have the work.
So now you got people like that who don't want to tell you where things are, and then you got people who don't even work at the store.
Yeah, but like, what is your job though? I mean, like, dude, you ever go into a restaurant? Where do the hot chicks work? Where do they work?
At the front.
They're the hostess.
Yeah, the hostess.
Because they're hot, and hot chicks are lazy except for the two Christian janitors. Okay,
no,
the other ones are lazy because they're hot. They're not meant to be working hard,
especially out here in LA.
Right? So you got a job, and then people are like, hey, where's it? Oh, look up. No, how about you just tell me where the batteries are? Hot chick who's getting paid.
What would you do if she starts swinging at you and spitting at you like that?
Well, first of all, if she spit, I get so hard, my blood would leave my brain and I'd be like staggered and it would look like her punches were affecting me. So, Johnny, I want to ask you something. Do you think that there's this thing kind of going on right now with OnlyFans where now it's almost like it's almost like people are starting to be like, oh, you're OnlyFans? Like, it's kind of turned.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
it started out with like,
It's too
you're exotic.
widespread.
Yeah, it's exotic. Now it's like, oh.
Well, it's come back full circle, actually, because at first it was like, oh, you're doing OnlyFans? What are you, a prostitute or something?
Yeah.
Are you a porn star? And then it became like intriguing, exotic, like you said, like, oh, OnlyFans.
Johnny, this fucking smoke show,
And now it's full circle.
OnlyFans, wants me to go to Vegas to do her birthday party.
She's an OnlyFans artist, and she wants you to what? Like MC her birthday?
She wants me to perform at her birthday, and she's
What's the
got
paycheck?
the biggest cans on the planet.
We got two questions if we're me in this situation.
Let me see if I can find it
One,
for you.
am I going to participate in any content making?
Do you want to film it?
And then two, how am I getting paid? How much?
Well, that's the whole thing. She's like got fucking mega cans. Oh, it's on Twitter. Let me find it on Twitter.
But those are my two questions in your situation there. Are we creating content?
Are we content? Oh, you mean like part of her, like...
Yeah.
Johnny, would you want to participate in that, honestly?
Only if I could wear like a mask.
gimp mask?
A mask, yeah. I just want to be this like the dick. You know, just the bodiless dick.
Okay, let me see if I can find her on here.
Oh, but yeah, your atrocity was the other man's atrocity, sir. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you're not... Okay, look up. Her name is Emily Chair. She goes by
Emily Chair?
CDX Live 444. And you're like, oh, man, okay, well, you got CD in there? What are you?
Emily Cherry?
Cherry, yeah.
Sherry?
CHEREE. And she's got...
baby,
Did you find her? Yeah,
Is that
this
her?
is her.
Okay.
Go down. I mean, you're probably going to have to cut this out. Some of the stuff.
She's a stay-at-home actress. That's pretty funny.
I respect that. Go down.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Yeah, I just told you.
Those are huge cans. You're right.
Like, look how big they are.
Damn.
Those are, and they're natural.
Do you believe they're natural? Huh?
Yes.
You've been told that, or you just...
Well,
think
you look at the rest of her body, it fits.
Man, but look how they kind of sit up. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, because she's
Normally big
presenting them.
Normally big ones
Go
like
down.
that.
Let's see, since you're going to cut this out.
Well, I've already switched away. The camera's on you, so don't start
Okay.
masturbating.
Okay. Keep
but
going down
I
now.
gotta make
So
a
this is
note
what
here.
all the OnlyFans do. They all retweet each other's friends. How do I get you to come perform at my birthday party?
Wait, how did she spell cum?
Not the way you want her to.
All right. Well, she's dressed like an elf or something. Here, I noticed a lot of chicks
That's
that are
not
into
her. That's somebody else.
Oh,
That's
okay. Have
see,
you noticed that a lot of chicks that are in adult entertainment now wear these elf ears?
Yeah, because it's all anime,
Oh, of course it is.
right? And by the way, there's a war. Look at that. Like, dude, I'm telling you, they're
Wait,
real.
what's she doing?
She's just like, I'm just as
Titty
me all.
Tuesday. Oh, that's my favorite holiday.
Yeah, see
Oh,
that?
look, her favorite podcast.
Thank you,
Tinfoil
Emily. Thank you. Thank you. Look how long that was, an hour. Now we're doing two
Was
and a
it
half.
really? The first one was an hour.
Hour 56
It was
minutes.
just 56 minutes.
Go down, go down, go down,
Can't
go
believe
down.
Eddie Bravo only did.
Look at that. See, that's why I think it's real.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah, she's got huge.
Let's say she's got a beautiful big behind.
Well, I mean, that's not an insult. A huge ass. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. And she's
tremendous.
a fan. And
It's incredible.
yeah.
She deserves everything good that happens to her.
Yeah, she deserves it all.
God bless you.
All right. Yep, that's it. Look at that.
Well, no.
Hey now.
The worm has turned.
The worm has turned. I don't even know what that means, but I'm in.
It was pointing down. Now it's pointing up. That's what that means.
Respect, Johnny. Respect. So you want to go to do her birthday party, Johnny?
You should do a birthday party. Absolutely.
What are you gonna do?
When is it?
So that's that. What else, John?
We're not one more
yeah,
call,
finish
I think.
that. But so back to the guy who called in with his. You committed an atrocity.
Yeah, you did, sir.
You committed an atrocity against somebody else. We've never ever had that. So you are the first
Reverse
to commit
atrocity.
an atrocity.
It's a reverse atrocity.
This is almost like when a serial killer called into Howard Stern and they talked about it. That was our moment right there. We had an atrocitor. Is that what we call them? Atrocitors.
Oh, interesting. Oh, who's the offender in an atrocity situation? Oh, interesting.
Well, I guess it would be called Fender.
Yeah, I don't know.
Johnny, I have an atrocity, but go on.
Okay,
let's hear this one out.
We'll do the last call.
All right.
Here we go.
A card for a fucking 5-year-old on the table.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, somebody called and left. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 voicemails, all of multiple minutes each. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Somebody left like 45 minutes of voicemail. You got to do it in the one voicemail. We can't.
Yeah, pick one of them.
And then, okay, here's the last one. Sorry about that, dude. I know
Johnny, do you save these or you erase them?
No, I save them all.
All right, pick one.
Here's the last one. I've already listened.
Sam, Johnny, love the show. Big fan. Love all your shows, Sam.
Thank
one
you.
gripe, I'm about tired of hearing you crying throughout the whole news bit, Sam. Let Johnny do his thing. That's the best part of the show, and all you do is whine through the whole thing about how you gotta go. Sorry, I know you're a dad. Anyways, my personal atrocity. Oh, sorry, by the way, this is Jordan from Ohio.
I love
Jordan
My
from
personal
Ohio.
atrocity, about, 5-6 years ago. Hooking up with this chick, right? Having a good time, doing our thing. And, things get progressively a little crazier. We start doing the whole thing. And, I pull her panties off and oh man, the smell that hits me is crazy, right? So instantly the vibe just starts getting thrown off. I start going soft, man. I start going, and here's the other thing. She's kind of a bigger chick, all right? She's a little thick. So her downstairs area was a little cushy, it kind of gripped a little tighter.
No,
I'm
wrong
going real
with that.
soft. The next thing you know, kind of get done. I pull out, and I look down, and I was wearing a condom. Condom's gone. No condom. Next thing you know,
That's a hungry
she
beaver.
realizes it. She starts freaking out. I reach in, I feel it, but I can't get it out. Don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. She's freaking out. She's always yelling at me, pissed off. So you know what I do? I was like, I'm out of here. I got nothing for you, honey. You gotta go to the ER. I left, went to my friend's house, watched. I think it was opening night of college football, like Notre Dame or Texas.
Doesn't matter what game was
time
on.
frame that. Next thing you know, she's texting me at the ER. F you, I hate you, blah blah blah. They had to use 4 steps to get this condom out of me, blah blah blah. I never texted her back. Deleted her number, ghosted her, everything. Never talked to her from her seen her since. Still think about it from time to time because I felt pretty terrible, but I don't know what to do. What would you guys do in that situation?
What
That's my
would you
atrocity.
do, Johnny?
Now, well, first I have a question for you. Is this another situation where our listener actually committed the atrocity?
Yeah, another Johnny, I tell you, I'm going to combine another caller with this caller. I would have gotten fruits or vegetables and stuck it up there and pulled it out. A carrot, maybe?
That is not hygienic.
Well,
That
if
is
I
not safe.
cleaned it, a cucumber?
Yeah, you should put it in a condom. That's what you should do.
I put it in and just pull it out.
I think at the doctor, how do they do that? Digital removal, probably. That's what they call it, by the way. Stick your fingers at digits.
Yeah, I would have done that. I
Do you-
mean, he
do you think-
obviously tried that.
Do you think they all have the do you think that every shift has like the one nurse with like the long skinny fingers? You know,
Yeah,
the-
she's like, I'll do it, and they just get in there.
Where's Betty? Bring her
What
over.
about the nurse that had to jerk off Bobbitt after he got his dick cut off?
Oh,
Did they ever interview her? Yeah, I had to fucking.
well, he was doing porn for years and years after
You
that.
remember him, dude? He was so retarded.
Oh, idiot! Total
he was
idiot.
just a retard.
Total idiot.
And then the one chick sued him because he got her pregnant on
Yeah.
which probably wasn't even a real story. She just was at that level of life where somebody convinced her that'd be a good story to get her name out.
If you don't know, this is the first atrocity ever. It's Lorena Bobbitt, this woman, the 90s, right? She cut her man's dick off for cheating on her.
And women laugh at that. They're like, "Oh, it's so crazy."
Loved
Like,
it.
what?
Jay Leno used to make jokes about it all the time. And this guy, they surgically reattached it, and he did like Franken-dick porn for years after that. But
Oh, is there any pictures of what it looked like?
John Bobbitt. Do you really want to see? Yeah, there's plenty of pictures.
Of what it looked like after?
Oh, right after, you mean?
No, like after they stitched it up.
I mean, he did porn, of course. I mean, I'll show it to you, dude. I think he's well endowed. I mean, if he's doing porn, he must be, right? Oh no, maybe not well endowed. Look at the picture, dude. There's a picture of it.
I don't know if I can look at it.
It's the tip of it severed from his body.
Where?
Top left.
Oh.
It looks like a little thumb or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, that's the ultimate shrinkage. When you get your dick cut off,
shrinkage.
that's the ultimate shrinkage.
And like, can we see? Is he still alive or did he die?
I think he died recently, but let me check on that. I'm making a note
where did he
here
go on? Like, did he work anywhere?
Yeah, he did porn.
No, but he didn't make enough money. I mean, he wasn't paying the bills.
Yeah, probably not. Lorena Bott was kind of cute too. I forget about that.
Of course she was. That's why he put up with it.
Oh gosh.
Did she try to go on to do like real? No, who was the madam that went up and shot her? She was the mistress. She went up and
damn, I can't remember her name. Joey Buttafuoco. That's it. Yeah, and Mary Kay Buttafuoco, was that it? Something like that.
I mean, could you pick the perfect name for this story? Buttafuoco?
Buttafuoco, yeah. They used to go on Stern. Amy Fisher. That's who we're talking
Amy
about.
Fisher.
She did porn too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Back then, there was money in porn.
Remember these stories that were just like really huge in the 90s? Like that you don't get like this anymore because there's just never
Because everybody's doing porn. Doing porn back then, like that was outlaw shit. Johnny, I have my own atrocity. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I couldn't be more ready.
So I got this new iPhone, Johnny, and I'm gonna be honest with you, not good.
Really? I like mine.
There's a lot of features that aren't working right.
Like what?
There's just things that are weird on there.
Okay.
So one of the features
sounds like operator error. Go
yeah.
ahead,
Yeah, that's the phone.
You're the operator.
No, it's not the operation error.
Okay. Let me hear what it is first.
Okay. So, as you know, I have somebody in my life that I'm having weird moments with. I can't really get into who it is legally.
Okay.
Okay? But sometimes this person drives me nuts. And Johnny, as you know, what are you doing?
I'm writing down the time.
Okay. No, I didn't say anything. I don't have to edit it out.
Okay. We'll see how you feel about that. An hour of driving home in the car.
But the point is, Johnny,
when I normally get text.
I just had a moment with this person and I was pissed off. And I was driving over to deal with some stuff. And as you know, Johnny, I talk to myself a lot.
I do know that, yeah.
So I'm driving over there. I'm leaving where I live to go over there. And I'm in my head going over.
Oh, like rehearsing?
Yeah, I'm rehearsing what I'm going to say to this person.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to let them know I'm not putting up with shit anymore and the time is done. Little did I know, my phone decided to call them.
Oh, no. That's a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
That's like a literal nightmare. I'm pretty sure I've had that dream before.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, and I'm not going to do this, and you're doing this. I'm tired of this. I'm not putting up with this. And then for some reason, I grab my phone and look down, and their name is there, and the time of the call.
How long had it been going?
5 minutes.
Oh, no. How'd that go? Did you get in trouble? Could they hear? Or
And then I realized it wasn't on speaker. So I hit the speaker at... I'm like, oh, man. So now I had to fully engage in the conversation.
My hands are getting sweaty listening to this.
I had to fully engage in the conversation that I was practicing to engage in.
You're like the troops, like preparing for war, you know, and then the Soviets just show up right there.
They're like, oh, it's not simulation. We're taking heavy
It's
fire.
like that book Ender's Game. Are you familiar with that? Where they think they're training in space, but they're actually fighting the war in space. These kids are.
Yeah.
They think they're playing a video game.
That's
kind of thing.
exactly what happened. My phone dialed it. It got me in deep trouble.
Dude, I could have saved you probably because you did that to me like a couple, maybe 6-7 months ago. You ass dialed me, and I heard you talking to yourself. I was like, Sam! You couldn't hear me, obviously, but
I do it all the time. That's
did you manage to talk your way out of it?
Oh, yeah, I always do. I'm like, okay. And then I just end up giving up.
That's my worst nightmare.
The
man.
worst nightmare. But I always talk to myself, Johnny. I can't. It's not like I just can't turn my brain off.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I have that. That's why I don't.
No, but I
sleep.
got bad. That's why I have 19 podcasts. People think I'm like, how do you do it? I'm like, I would literally just be talking to myself.
I get it. I mean, I
just
don't
put
talk to myself, but my brain won't stop. Like at night, that's why I stay up.
Do you have thoughts inside your head?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then that's talking to yourself.
Yeah, I just not voicing them.
But mine are so loud that I talk them.
Some people don't do that though.
Yeah, they're called NPCs.
I've heard even like some people that I respect find it curious that I and other people, when they think in words. Some people don't think in words.
What are they thinking?
I don't know. I couldn't
Colors?
understand it. They don't think in like English sentences. They just think in kind of like impressions or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was actually Ricky Gervais who was talking about that.
They doesn't.
Yeah.
think?
He was making fun of his buddy Carl for having a thought process that's actually in words like that. And
In his head.
yeah.
I do it all the time.
Me too. Yeah.
That's weird that somebody does it.
Yeah. He's a weird
That's
guy.
a weird atrocity right there. So I'm gonna have a couple stories and we'll get into your things. So
I have to piss.
all right, we're back. We took a pee break.
Pee break.
Pee break. Bam. All right, Johnny. So I've had a couple weird things lately. I've been having a weird. Has this ever happened to you? I don't know what is. So we're gonna get into some racial stuff right now. Some people are gonna get upset. I'm just calling it like I see it.
Alert. Racial alert.
Racial alert. I don't know what it is, but Mexican teenagers want to fight me in traffic
Really?
all the time. It's so crazy.
Okay.
So all the time, Johnny, these Mexican high school kids like want to get out of their car and throw.
Why do you hate Mexicans?
I love Mexicans. Mexican chicks are number one on my super freak big four.
Yeah, that's
okay?
true. You've said that
From the
1,000
beginning.
times. You said that from the beginning.
From the beginning, dude.
the
I
jump.
spit the truth, and I love Mexicans. I love the culture. I love everything. But these kids want to fight all the time.
What happened?
So I'm with my daughters. We go to the dog park, right? We hang out at the dog
Don't
park.
fuck with a man with his daughters, first of all.
Don't fuck with a man who's with his daughters. Okay?
That's a rule.
I have three things I like to do, Johnny. I like to
Masturbate.
procreate, provide,
Masturbate.
protect.
Okay.
Okay, that's my thing.
Masturbate's not one of those.
Johnny, I have a sex addiction. You're mocking me, okay?
No, I'm not. I just
You're
thought it would be
mocking
on the
my
list.
sex addiction,
I thought
Johnny.
You're literally
Johnny,
addicted to it. How is it not on the list?
Johnny, I am in the trenches fighting for my soul, okay? And you're mocking me right now.
Well, you're saying I'm
Johnny,
addicted
I'm fighting.
I'm addicted to jerking off, but it's not one of my three favorite things. That doesn't make any
procreation's
sense.
in there, Johnny.
No, you said procreation, but really masturbation is.
No, it's not. I don't like it.
Have you procreated more or masturbated more?
Well, Johnny, the point is this. I said men, not me specifically.
Wait, what?
I said men.
Men?
Men, like the 3 Ps. Procreation.
Oh, I thought you said you like those
provide.
are your three things. Oh, okay.
Those are the 3 things men like to do.
Okay.
They like to do
I thought
that.
you revised
So
your
protection's
statement.
on there, Johnny. It's why I take Krav Maga. Okay, because that time will come where I have to drop
I
a
get
hammer
that.
of the
Yeah, that's why I
gods,
have guns.
protect
yeah.
my daughters, okay?
I feel that's why I have like home defense.
I get it. I get it, Johnny. Is your girl cool with guns?
Oh, she likes that we have them in the house. Yeah.
Oh, nice. When you find a woman who likes a gun, that's a keeper.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Especially in LA. Somebody born and raised here. It's like
So, Johnny.
uncommon.
So we go to dog parks. We hang out. Loves to run around with the dogs. We jump into our.
Nah, you said her name.
Yeah, beep it. Damn
Let
it.
me write it down.
Beep.
Just give me just a second here. Okay.
So Ghost likes to run around and play with the dogs. Ghost is very advanced. Ninja loves to do her own thing.
Going to the beat of her own drum, right?
She loves to do her own thing. She doesn't care for anybody else. She likes to do her own thing. She
Sounds
likes
like
to hang
an
out with her mom,
artist.
hang out with her dad. Ghost is a social butterfly, like 2.5 years old, hanging out with 5-year-olds. God have mercy on my soul.
Oh.
All right, so we put the girls into the car. We're leaving. I get to this light and I'm about to go. Suddenly, this like car just zooms, like just rolls right through the stoplight. Just rolls right through it. And my light goes green. I roll up. I'm like, hey, man, you just rolled.
Wait, where are you talking to him at?
Through the light.
Oh, you caught up with him.
Well, he goes, well, that's the whole thing. He has a red light. I have a green light. He shoots.
Are you on the meter? Is that what you mean? Like getting on the highway? Like
No. I'm leaving Hollywood Lake.
Okay, but
The Hollywood Lake
there's so
dog
much
park.
traffic that you end up like caught next to him. I got you.
I don't even know why he went through.
Yeah, it was an idiot.
It's a waste of time. He's right there. He just drove right through it.
He's an
Didn't
idiot.
even care.
Okay, he's a dumbass.
He's a dumbass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm with my kids.
Why are you mad about that though? That's
Because I was next to the line. He could have fucking hit me.
It's a little Karen. Wait, he could have hit you? Okay, that's different. All right.
I was next to the line, but he's just running the red light. It's like, dude, they're like, you got to follow the rules of traffic.
Absolutely.
So I roll up on
Unless
him.
you're Sam
He looks
Tripoli.
at him. I roll down my window. I'm like, dude, you ran a red light. He turns around. It's his pimply face zit kid. Like a constellation of zits are on his face.
What did you think when you saw him? Did you
I'm
feel
like,
bad?
oh my God, this guy's got bad acne. He should get like the acne shit that we used to sell.
Accutane or whatever?
No, not fuck Accutane.
I don't know what that is.
No, what was it that we used to?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What's that called that we used to promote on? I use on my face.
Neutrogena? No.
No, something like that.
Yeah.
But the point is, he should get something for his face. You don't have to have zits now.
Get some Clearasil, bro.
Yeah, get something on that fucking space map you call your face.
Space map.
Okay? I do Vedic astrology based off your zits, okay? I go, hey, bro, you fucking ran the light. He goes, fuck you. I go, what?
Them's fighting words for Sam.
Oh, dude. I go, excuse me, bro? He goes, fuck you. What are you going to do about it? I'm like, this little kid wants to throw. Dana's behind me because she has the car with the dogs. She's honking at me because she
Your
sees.
kids are in the car with you, though?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, dude, you better chill out. He goes, you want some?
That probably just saved him from an interaction. Your girls being in the car. I would
So
imagine.
now the traffic goes, he's like swerving into my lane. And I'm like, oh, this kid's going to get his ass.
People have been getting crazy on the roads,
Bro,
man.
Johnny, I am seeing it left and right.
Me
People
too.
just drifting in the lanes.
Me too, man.
Right?
What is it?
So this is it. He like keeps when I go to the other side, he drifts over there. It's just trying to like stay in front of me. He's trying to fuck around and find out.
I saw that on the highway recently. Yeah.
So we get to this thing. He rolls down his window. He's in front of me. He goes like that, right? He goes that. He pulls up this lane, right? Up
wants
the
to fight.
street. And I'm like, should I pull up? And Dana's just honking, trying to call me. He opens his door to get out. I'm like, I ain't gonna fuck with this dude. Because I'm gonna F up some dude, some kid. He's
You
gonna go
could've
get his
taken it,
dad.
right?
And then me and this dad are gonna
That's
have
where
problems.
it ends up. Yeah, you're right. You got to game it out like that, right?
Every time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to fuck up this guy's dad too.
You sound so much like my dad. My dad would have the same kind of reaction to that.
You know? I mean, it's like, dude, I don't want trouble, but your kid doesn't know. They're all driving their parents' cars. So I'm leaving. I'm leaving Conspiracy Social Club the other day. And this giant pickup truck is just hauling down this very narrow street. There's 2 lanes, but it's like super packed, right?
Yeah. Where
And
you
that's
mean
not-
like where you kind of have to stop to let the other person get around?
Yeah,
You? Yeah. I got it.
because there's some cars there. And he's just like, dude, it's like this is a neighborhood and he's hauling. And I'm like, okay, chill out, bro. He comes up and these cars are coming and he just starts to drift into my lane. I start going, So then we get in this car, he moves aside. I pull up some more calls. He's trying to get into my lane. I'm like, nope. And I don't have my kids this time. So
here we go.
Yeah, so I pull up, right? And I'm just like, dude, just wait your turn. Anyways, so lane's open. He pulls out, zooms out, gets in front of me. A light comes, opens the door, and some like 16-year-old is about to get out. Like 16. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Dude,
You're
should've-
driving your dad's
You should
car.
have taught him a lesson, man.
and got out and fought him?
Yeah, and you're right, stupid. But I
Like,
mean,
it's so dumb.
he's gonna get his.
But
though,
that's
eventually.
the whole thing, dude. It's this thing where they're just the whole thing is like, if we open our doors, it's on. That's all I've learned now in road rage. If you open the door, it's on.
Yeah.
So what they'll do is they'll open the door, see if you open your door. If you open your door, then it's on. So don't open your door unless
What
you
did
want
you do?
some. No, dude, I'm not like, bro. When I saw he was a 16-year-old, what am I gonna go punch some 16-year-old? You're automatically the asshole.
Man, the Mexican kids just hate you. Dude.
Mexican kids want to fight, but it's like, because you know what it is? They're brand new to driving and they think they're fucking like Avengers.
They're mad because Morrissey canceled that concert the other
Probably,
week. That's probably what it
dude.
is. They're all
They're
pissed off.
little emo Mexicans, and I love Mexicans, but it's like, stop acting like a tough guy. Drive your dad's truck.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
And I
Driving
know
your
you're
pop's
driving
truck.
your dad's truck because you're 16 and you got a giant fucking F10 150 or something.
Yeah, it says on the back, Lopez Landscaping.
Yeah, right?
We know it's not
like,
your
yeah,
company.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, chill out. But like, I don't know if, because like in LA, man, when people are, like when it rains, people don't know how to adjust.
Oh, they lose their minds, dude.
And
They
they're
lose
still
their
driving like they're,
And
like,
it's been raining a lot.
and you just see the car driving fast, and then all of a sudden traffic goes to standstill because that motherfucker got in an accident.
Oh,
And
and
they
that's
do
the
it-
worst too, because then everybody has to look at the accident and they all
the
slow
road,
down.
dude. Oh yeah, you'll never stop that because everyone needs to look at.
Don't they realize if we all went the same speed, we could all be going to where we want to go? It's all these people slowing down.
Well, I told you, Johnny. It's like the traffic isn't really the bad drivers that are fucking up traffic. I mean, like these people going fast. They fuck it up because they get in accidents. But outside the accidents, it's not the quote unquote bad drivers that cause the traffic. Who really causes traffic, Johnny, is defensive drivers. And what happens is when they all like by
Slow down,
themselves,
yeah.
it's fine. But sometimes you'll get a herd of them
Oh,
together,
the worst.
and they all just slow down because they're all going.
It's like a blockade of assholes.
Yeah,
who don't know
a
how to
blockade
drive,
of
man.
assholes, or it's this cop doing this bullshit.
And cops too. Cops will just park somewhere and everybody slows down below the speed limit.
It's fucking nuts, right?
It's the worst, dude. I hate being passed on the right, by the way. Somebody like is at a stoplight and you know they do that move where they're in the turning lane, but they think you're gonna get out slow, so they shoot out to try to get in front of you. I never let them get in front of me.
Well,
if I can help it.
I always go, so every day I make a goal list, right? And one of my goals is to help 3 people. Help
would
3
that be
people.
helping somebody to?
Letting someone in traffic, I think, is helping them, holding the door for them.
That's a dick way to do it, though. They're just skipping traffic. They chose to get in the turn lane so they could skip everybody. Do you get what I'm
Right,
saying?
I get that.
And then they think, oh, you're going to be slower than I am, and I'm going to jump out in front of you. I never let them do it. That's one of the great things about having an electric car is that it's instant torque, so almost nobody can
You're
beat
almost
you.
gone. You're almost
you're gone
gone.
instantly. Yeah, it's great.
I'm down.
I
But
love
it's
it.
definitely weird. There are rules, and they're stupid. And a lot of the great, first of all, when nobody was driving in LA, everyone forgot how to drive. And all the cool kids left, and we're stuck with these retards.
We're stuck with some idiots for sure.
There's so many retards left in LA.
The worst drivers, dude. And a lot of them, a lot of it, and I hate to say this, because I love women. I love especially janitors and
Johnny, don't get me started about how bad women
it's
drivers
little
are.
women and big ass SUVs, dude, who are just looking around like I don't know
They're
where
so,
to go.
and guess who never lets you in, Johnny? Ever.
Oh, never. They won't make eye
women
contact
will
with you.
Never
They
let,
won't look at you.
If
dude.
you're waiting to get in, and nope, they pull right up.
Well, and they do that move where they pretend you don't. They just look ahead.
Yeah, every time. And Johnny, it's so fucking funny because we all think women are the kinder, gentler species because of our mothers. But the reality is, they're fucking savages who will slit your throat.
Yeah, dude, that maternal instinct is one of like protection and fierceness.
But
Yeah,
you
for sure.
love your mom. Your mom makes you dessert. Your mom
'Cause
makes
you're
you
the one
food.
she's taking care
when
of.
you cry, they tell you they love you. So you're like, oh, women are kinder, gentler because my mom was kinder, gentler. No, out on the streets, they're slitting throats.
For sure.
They never let you in, ever, ever, ever.
It's always a dude that'll let you in. For
Always
sure.
a dude.
Always, he'll make
Hey,
eye
man,
contact
go
with you.
for
Like,
it.
come on,
yeah,
man,
just
go.
go for it. I always, okay, go for it.
Yeah, I
Unless
let
know-
one in and then
Yeah, it's one for one.
Yeah, one for one. Yeah.
I go, you go. I go, you go. All the time. So, Johnny, a couple of things, and then we'll get into the news.
Okay.
One is I have I did a couple shows in LA. I hate gigging in LA. I'm trying my hardest not to. Okay? I'm really trying hard not to because they're so dumb. But I'm picking and choosing. So I get a call from a friend of mine, and he's like, hey, I want you to do some time with me. Okay. And, it's getting kind of weird right now in LA because people are kind of worried about their money.
What do you mean?
So what was happening is like people aren't buying as many tickets to comedy shows right now because everyone's getting ready to buy Christmas gifts
and inflation.
So, everything's going nuts, right? So I show up to this gig with this really big name comic who has been doing it for a long time, very famous dude, and he's like, "Oh man, last time I sold it out, but there's about 15 to 20 people there." And I go out the crowd. It's 60-year-olds.
60?
60-year-olds, about 60-year-olds.
Is it like a headline? He's the headlining set?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a great comic. He's known for being a great comic.
Are those his people though? Is he like an older?
They're his crowd.
Okay, I got you.
And it's very weird because like older crowds are like real enigmas, right?
Yeah.
Like they could either be like old school, like I hate political correctness, or they could be a combination of old school conservative with new school progressive sensitivity.
Oh no.
The worst.
That sounds bad. What was it?
It was the second one. Oh. And dude,
damn.
So like a normal show, I would scorch these motherfuckers.
Wait, is this the one you tweeted after that?
Yeah.
Okay. You
bombed horribly. He's like, you didn't bomb. I'm like, I bombed.
Well, what you call bombing too is different than,
Well, my bombs are spectacular. I have a very spectacular
I've seen
bomb.
you have sets when you say you're bombing, though, and I would have taken, I mean, obviously, most people, 90% of comedians would have taken it, any day. So.
Well, it's also like, it's very interesting because it was at a new club called the Comedy Chateau.
Where's that?
It's like down
That doesn't sound like a funny place, by the way.
But
I gotta
it's
say,
it's a gorgeous room, dude. I'd never been in there before.
It sounds like a place that like the Illuminati, listens to comedy and then fucks upstairs in like weird rooms. The Comedy Chateau. Ooh.
Well, I'm mad at this other comedy club that's on Lancashire right now, the Ha Ha. I'm not mad at the Ha
so you were
Ha
in
and
the
the
valley?
owners. I'm mad at this one guy that promoted a show that promised me fucking money and he didn't pay me all my money. So I'm not going back there. But I love the Armos that run the Ha Ha. And I'm loyal. But this guy wanted me to showcase for him in front of this crowd. And it's like, I always say this. And Johnny, what's so interesting?
Recently?
So, this just happened. So what's really interesting is like, I always go, whenever Doug Stanhope's in town, and I'm not saying I'm on Doug Stanhope's level in any way.
Uh-huh.
I'll bang with anybody, my comedy, but Doug Stanhope is one of my heroes, okay? I love him to pieces.
He's the best.
And I'm not saying I'm on his level in any way, but Doug doesn't like to do other people's shows. And I start to get that now. Because now I got my own crowd. And I like playing my own crowd.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't. And I get it now because, like, I'm not going to say particular comics' names, but there's some comics I hit up to do my comedy cast, which is so loud. They don't want to do it because they're playing their own crowds, crushing it. They don't want to play. They don't want to play other. They just like to do their crowds. And why am I going to do other? Like, Tom Segura used to be like, why do I want to go do 15 minutes? I do an hour on the road. Why do I want to go? And I get that now.
It is the Comedy Store, though.
It is, but if you're doing it like Segura's doing theaters, he doesn't give up? Every place he plays is a gorgeous place, a legendary place. But I get it. So I like, and like, dude, I'm like, it was so funny because even my clean shit's edgy. It's super edgy.
Yeah, and you don't realize it because you've been with people who are open-minded.
Yeah. I'm telling you, even when I had the Naughty Show, Johnny, the Swarm is the best crowd. They're the best crowd. My crowds always enjoy all comedy. They just want you to be great at it. And I used to get called a niche comic. They're all like, you're a niche comic. And I used to resent that, but now I understand it. Because there's a lot of very successful dog shit out there. There just is. And just because you're selling 1,000 tickets doesn't mean you're a good comic.
You're a nicher. You got to own that, man.
Yeah, doesn't, and we'll get into that. But, it doesn't mean you're a great comic. It just means you're McDonald's. McDonald's sells more hamburgers, but nobody thinks it's good food.
No.
It's just you're selling a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah, it's lowest common denominator.
It really is, man. It really fucking is. And you watch some of these guys who blow up, you're like, oh my God.
Empty calories.
Empty calories. It's empty calories. And yeah, the bank account's full, but what are you doing?
It's not nutritious.
So a friend of mine hits me up. She's like, hey, man, will you do my gig? It's on a Monday night. I'm like, okay. I just need somewhere to go try to do new shit. I show up. It's a karaoke bar. And it's actually pretty nice. Like if you turn it into an actual comedy club.
Wait, that's what it is full time? Karaoke?
Yeah, and on Monday nights they do stand up.
Weird.
And I'm like, okay, I'll go try to do it. I show up. She teaches the comedy class, and
Wait, what?
She teaches the comedy class, but we
at the karaoke bar.
No, it's just she throws shows there for like a graduating class.
Oh, got it. Okay, I got it.
But this was just a promoter show she was doing, and we had connected at the kids park. She had brought her kids and we were connecting about, so we were talking about, raising kids in LA. And she's like, I do a show on Monday nights. Would you come do it? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah.
What do you think of comedy class? What do you think of that?
I think it's not bad to start. If as long as it's teaching you how to write a proper joke, I have no problems with it.
But is there a technique for just writing, do you think? Or is
Yeah,
that,
oh, yeah,
I feel
dude.
like the value of that would be getting on stage.
I forget the name of the book. Judy Carter is her name. I read that book. It helped me learn the joke right. And it really is about, I tell this to every comic. The key is to fucking shorten your jokes.
Yeah.
They just don't understand that. They talk forever.
Yeah, would you say words are money, right?
Words, this is Steve Hostetler's thing. Pretend like words cost money and you want to spend as little money as you can.
Makes sense. Yeah. I would think the value of that would be getting comfortable on stage, like, in front of people.
Yeah, that
kind
is
of a
it.
safer place.
For sure.
They get shit on a lot though, comedy classes. Like
Well,
you hear
they
a lot
do
of people shit on.
because you eventually have to go out and do it.
Also, how often is it that the person doing a comedy class is somebody you'd want to, watch?
Well,
You know what I
that's the whole theory. They say those who can't teach,
Those
and
who
I don't
can't
really
do
want to
teach,
judge
yeah.
that because I think I want people to be able to pay their bills.
Well, didn't the store though used to do something a little different, right? They would have, who was it that did the class there?
Greg,
I thought it was like Sammy Shore, is that?
well, Missy Shore's daughter did for a while, but there's always another guy named Greg Dean, I think is his name.
And they used to have like some
But
real
he
people
used to
come in though.
teach.
and
He
talk.
was on the Tonight Show. He'd done it.
Well, no, but
before.
what I was saying is those were like legit classes though. Like they would have people come in. Like Ralphie May did it. I think Ari did it.
I would like if somebody ran it to sit down. I wouldn't mind talking to young comics.
You'd have so much to talk about. Yeah.
I would love to. I love talking to young comics about how to do it to the point that they think I'm a crazy person, But I mean, these kids, here's the thing, Johnny. The younger kids get quicker faster, but a lot of them are just doing like just woke shit and it's going to go nowhere.
Well, it's also shit that has an expiration date because whenever this moment that we're living now is over,
I
that's
think
not
it's
going to
coming
work.
to an end.
Yeah, I feel it. You can feel it already. It's in the air.
I don't know how they blow anything up. How do they blow it up? What is the mechanism to blow up a woke comic now?
It's just slap them on Netflix.
Hannah Gadsby was a suicide note for Netflix.
Hannah Gadsby, yeah.
Yeah, she destroyed that brand. And I don't even hate her. It's the stuff she said after. I don't care what kind of comedy you do, as long as you're nice to people. Okay, that's it. Like I actually care more about how someone is off stage than on stage, because there's a lot of people that are great on stage are a piece of shits off stage.
So you met her in the park and then talked about playing that show.
Yeah, so I play this. So I show up and I'm like, I just want to go up and get in and out. So she's like, okay, you're next. So there's a bunch of comics there, a couple black comics, right? And we're going to get into this.
People you knew?
Yeah, I know them. One guy has a great Bigfoot story. I wanted him to come on and talk.
Oh, shit. All right.
So anyways, I have a joke, Johnny, okay, about how I love black chicks, but I like them super dark. I like really dark black chicks. I don't know how that is racist. I don't think it is. I don't think it's any different than saying I like blonde women.
I think they could say you're fetishizing the woman.
I think that's a fake fucking term made up
That's what they would
by
say,
people who everybody wants to have sex with. Imagine your oppression is that people want to have sex with you. There are like Asian women do that. Yeah. You're fetishizing me. Yeah. Black guys do that too. Black guys are like you're fetishizing. What?
Imagine how few problems you have. That's
your problem.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Stop fetishizing me.
I would love to be fetishized.
I pray for it every day.
Every night.
May the ladies fetishize me.
May sweet Jedi Lord Jesus.
Look at me like I'm a piece of meat.
Bless me with fetishization.
Yes, Jedi Jesus, please.
I'm with
Have the masses fetishize me. Treat me like meat.
I agree that's a BS term for sure.
Right? It's so dumb. I remember when
like that fetish, it's a fetish if the whole time you're boning, you're like, oh, you black bitch. Oh,
no,
God.
but I like to be called the N-word in bed, but that's me. That's my thing.
Yeah, okay. You're not helping your cause there. But okay.
Why?
I don't know. That's weird.
What? But anyways, so I get off stage. I do my jokes. Everyone laughs at it. I talk about how I like super dark black chicks with long fingernails. I think it's hot.
Yeah, the fingernails are hot. I agree.
Right? The long ones too. I get into how they wipe their butts. It's a whole thing I do.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's a funny bit. Everyone laughs at it.
It's funny for sure. Yeah.
I got on stage. The one black comic that saw Bigfoot's like, I'm like, hey man, you should do my podcast. Yeah. I should do your podcast. Yeah. I'm like, what? And then the other one who I love comes up to me and goes, I love you too, man. And hugs me. And I go, and there was a sense like I was talking some shit about black people. And like I literally was talking about who I love. It's like a weird thing. It's a very weird thing.
You're just not allowed to talk about it. That's it.
But I'm going to kill that.
I hope so. Yeah.
That's my goal.
That's what they feel though. That's off limits.
That is what political correctness is. It really isn't about feelings. It's really about wanting a monopoly on things, right?
And it's definitely not about what you said, actually. It's not about the content.
Yeah, well, no, because
it's the subject matter, not the content. Yeah.
Like now these politically correct people have become the Christians of the 80s, when they hear the word like Jesus, they would shut down.
Shut down. That's it. Yeah. It's like, nah, I'm done. I'm checking out.
Not even listening to context. Right? And it's like, so it's like, I heard one comic one time at the Comedy Store, and did I talk about this before? But she was like, I want to show that we don't have to be racist to be funny. I go, what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Do you go up to black comics and tell them not to make fun of white people? Do you go up to Asian comics and tell them not to make fun of Asians?
Well, she's using the wrong word there. She means racial is what she means.
But she doesn't mean that. What she means is white people making fun of ethnic groups. And that's all she meant. She didn't mean any of the other stuff.
Oh, see, I thought what you were saying was she meant that she doesn't want to talk about race at all.
No, but I guarantee you she wouldn't go up to a black comic.
She doesn't want white people talking about race at all.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is laziness.
But she doesn't want to talk about anything racial at all.
No, she doesn't want white people talking about anything racial.
But that's not racism. That's just racial subject matter.
Right. Yeah. But my point is, she won't go up to the people that are allowed. Like this one girl was she was on Twitter back when you could just say stupid shit and Twitter would retweet you, and she's like, I'm sick and tired of hearing white men doing rape jokes. I go, are you tired of hearing female comics do rape jokes? She goes, well, no, it's about being able to associate. I go, I got molested. Like, what are you talking about?
It's like a trump card too.
And this is like the fine print that comes with political correctness. It's not about like I was having an argument today with Brian Callen on Conspiracy Social Club. I want a hard rule. Either we all say it or nobody says it. Now, I'm not telling anybody what they can or cannot say. They can do whatever they want. But when it comes to political correctness being a rule on social media or in comedy, Either we all can say it or no one says it.
Yeah.
And you'll never get rid of that. You'll never, because reality, Johnny, is everyone loves the status quo. They love to complain about everything. They want actual change, but they want everyone to act like there is no change. Like when a black comic walks up and goes, well, this is the black part of the show. You're like, bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What?
This is the black part of the show, and 5 minutes ago is the black part of the show, and 15 minutes from now.
Like, dude, it's crazy.
No, yeah, it's the denial of progress is what it is. Like
because everyone wants to be able to cash in on oppression
because it feels
even
good.
If they didn't go through it. They want credit for oppression they never went through.
No, it's attention too. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves the status quo.
It's something in our brains that it feels good when people recognize that you've had some struggle, even though you didn't have the struggle. You know what I mean? That just feels good.
Oh yeah. And it's like people are playing roles.
It's like being nursed almost or something.
Like I forgot who it was that was like he was like went to the University of Missouri and he was doing like sit downs to stop racial injustice. They found out his parents are millionaires.
Yeah, I'm sure he had a lot.
And it's just like the most. But the whole point is like I genuinely love black women. I think they're gorgeous. I follow them on Instagram, and I like super dark black skin chicks too. Why is that racist? It's not. You can't. There's nothing. It's like I'm attracted to something.
Yeah, you can't explain why that's racist.
You can't.
You could say, "Oh, I guess what you saying? You hate light skinned blacks? Is that what you're saying?"
No, I don't. I love them, but I prefer.
You just like them less than dark skin.
I just like black more. Johnny trying to get me canceled. And anyways, like, dude, I wish we could get canceled. Like, dude.
Yeah. What can they do to us?
But Johnny, how are people canceling anybody anymore? Like, where is that mechanism?
No, it used to be get you banned from Twitter or whatever, but now that's done.
So you know, it's like I did Fight Companion. And they had this very funny...
Oh, the Calabasas Fight Companion?
With Grillo is his name. Frank Grillo, I think is his name. He's a very famous actor.
Yeah, I saw that.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's
a great actor.
He's in a lot of good shit.
And he's got a fun, weird sense of humor where he kind of busts your balls.
Yeah, he's a macho
And if you don't know him, like, Callan's like, that's just his sense of... Because I thought he didn't like me.
He's good, though. He's a good actor.
He's a great... dude, he's in some real shit.
Yeah.
Dude, he's shredded, bro.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's shredded, dude. That guy's what they call a high value man.
What's a high value man?
Have you heard this in like dating videos?
No, I don't know what you mean.
High value man, which is a guy that like has everything going on that women value.
Oh no, I didn't know. That's something that women came up with for sure.
High value man, high value woman. Like, do they have all the things you like? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Are you asking me a question? I don't
know.
No,
like, do you understand what that means? Like high value.
Yeah, they have positive traits.
So he is that guy. He's like a good-looking dude, funny.
It's just weird
shredded.
that we have a term for that. Like, oh, he's
Yeah, well, dude, YouTube has turned into like just a dating fucking where there's just nothing but people talk about the opposite sex. Black YouTube is crushing it, and they talk a lot about that. And the whole thing is like, you're not a high-value woman if you're doing all this ratchet shit, right?
Ratchet. That's another one of those words that came out of like black culture. That's great.
I love it.
Yeah, they have the best words, man.
All right, Johnny. Do you have stories?
Well, I got one quick thing I want to talk about. That this is just a scam. Ticketmaster is engaged in a scam. Are you ready? So remember hearing about
Taylor Swift,
Bruce Springsteen a couple of months ago. Ticketmaster was selling face value tickets that were thousands of dollars because they have now what's called dynamic pricing. That means if more people are online trying to buy them, they're more expensive. So you could have face value on a ticket that's $2,000, $5,000, crazy. And that happened, you know. And then Taylor Swift, they had the controversy recently where nobody could get any fucking tickets, and people are now reselling them for thousands of dollars. Well, I had tickets to K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas. I had 4 tickets.
By the way, I did K-Rock's Acoustic Christmas.
Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Almost Acoustic Christmas was where I did shrooms.
Yeah, I remember that.
About 6 years ago, and it changed my life.
Changed your life. Weezer was there, I remember.
Who was Prophets of Rage.
Prophets of Rage.
Run the Jewels.
Oh, that's a good show.
Not Eagles of Death.
I like those guys.
Who was who's the band that, you Remember the drummer in Eagles of Death Metal was from the bigger band? What was it? Fuck, I can't remember.
Oh, a Velvet Revolver?
Nope.
No,
I forget what it is. You remember he got in trouble? Was
it with Josh Homme in it?
Yeah. What is that big band?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes, Queens of the Stone Age.
And then he's also in Dim Crooked Vultures.
Queen of the Stone Age. 30 Seconds from Mars was there. They shredded.
Really?
Dude, I was tripping balls. I'm like, why the fuck is this band here? And they went up there and crushed.
He's also in Eagles of Death Metal, Josh.
Yes, yes.
I like him.
I forget who the headliner was.
He's a badass. Yeah, who would be the head? Probably Run the Jewels, maybe?
No, was it Muse, I think was the...
Really?
Yeah, I think Muse was the headliners.
Let me see. Run the Jewels. Okay, Morrissey?
No.
Morrissey was there? 2017 had
No,
Morrissey.
there was
the
2
Killers.
nights.
Oh, okay. They only did one night this year. It's their first night back from.
Yeah, they had 2 nights.
They had. Okay, it was Phoenix, Weezer, 30 Seconds to Mars, Run the Jewels, Franz Ferdinand, Foster the People, The Killers, Muse, Morrissey, and
it was a fucking phenomenal concert.
Kotza.
I did shrooms that night because Off the Grid was like. This guy hit him up and was like, "Hey man, I made shrooms for Joey Diaz. Can I make shrooms for you guys?" And
that's hardcore shroomage.
And he made fucking chocolate shrooms.
Oh wow!
And I ate shrooms.
Did they make you nauseous?
And then I ate more shrooms. And I fucking heard God. And God told
in the music or what?
No. I heard a voice that said, "Stop worrying about your career. You're exactly where you need to be."
Great. That's good advice. That's like the doctor that came.
Johnny, after that, I've never worried about my career ever. I was like, I'm where I need to be.
That's fascinating. That's not the first time I've heard somebody have that experience either, where they've heard a voice like that.
So
a calming voice.
So you went there, and I wanted to go with you, but I got asked to do a Fight Companion.
Well, yeah. We bought too many tickets. My girlfriend had friends that were going to go, and they bailed.
Did they pay for their tickets?
They did not pay for their tickets.
That's some bullshit.
And so
how much were they?
Well, this is the thing. When we bought them, it was right after they went on sale, and they were $185 each, plus fees. And then Ticketmaster and Odyssey, who puts on this show, says everywhere that it's sold out. They put it on all the banners, sold out. And then closer to the showtime, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, which is that we would not have gone to the show if they weren't playing. We missed them at the Hollywood Bowl for some reason I can't remember, and they were the reason we were going there. They dropped out because their guitarist has the flu. He's got pneumonia. Sorry, and they dropped out the last minute. And
you think they would have somebody who could step in?
Yeah, but they're a 3-piece band. I mean,
that's true.
It's kind of hard.
She's great, Karen O.
Karen O, yeah, she's the best.
I thought they were gonna get way bigger. And I think she's just kind of like...
I think they're happy how because they went years without putting out an album.
Yeah, I think they were just happy.
Yeah, they've always been kind of come out of that New York scene, and it's a much grungier, like low-key thing.
I like them.
Me too.
I
can't
her.
wait. We're going to go see them in Salt Lake City maybe. They're playing a festival out there.
Johnny, look at you.
Well, we've been trying to see them for a year, and then they don't tour a lot. So
yeah.
We might go see them
I went and saw Fun. No, I went and saw Green Day when Dana and I first started dating.
Yeah.
We flew to Vegas just to go watch.
I love doing that. Yeah. That's
so funny.
It's the best thing, just taking off and when you want to and doing something like that. But yeah, so, all right. So they drop out, and then the replacement band is a band that I'm not fond of. They're a good live band, but I don't get it. They're a big Southern California band, but to me, they're like The Offspring without a good singer and without good songs. Social Distortion.
Okay.
Now, what do you think about Social Distortion?
I think they're fine. I don't necessarily.
They're fine, right?
They're okay. I mean, I don't dislike them.
That guy, he's trying to sing like Johnny Cash though, and it just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work in punk rock. Anyway, so I mean, that was devastating to me. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
And
Johnny, would you say this is your own personal atrocity?
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, but it's also a scam because Odyssey has said this show is sold out. But now what you're seeing is that they're actually putting more tickets from them on the map now. They've opened up new sections, and they're selling tickets. But here's the thing about the new dynamic pricing. It can go up and down. The Yeah Yeah Yeahs drop out. The price of tickets goes way down. Face value, though. I'm not allowed to sell my tickets for less than I paid for them. Face value for me. So face value for me is $185. Meanwhile, Odyssey is selling their tickets first at $95, making sure they get rid of theirs.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to sell mine for less than $185.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with them. I put them on Reddit. It's a fucking scam,
I can't believe
dude.
that those people didn't give you your money.
That's a scam.
Yeah, it is a scam. Dude, listen, man. That's why people are canceling their gigs. Nobody's buying tickets, man. Like, nobody's buying. Like, when we go on the road for Tinfoil Hat, I'm very conscious of what people can spend. You know, so we'll do $25 a ticket, and we do 2 shows. You know, and you can get both of those for $40, but that's like literally 4.5 hours of show. It's like a huge show.
Yeah, it's as good a deal as there is. Yeah. But think about it. So, and then I was messaging them all day.
Was it empty, the place? Was it full?
Oh, no, it was full. Yeah, it was pretty full. The floor was kind of.
It was a great how the fuck. So when I went, Prophets of Rage hit so hard. The poor band, because what they do at this concert, everybody, is they have this revolving stage, right?
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
like, when one band's done, next band up.
Odyssey does that, yeah, because I went to another one at the Hollywood Bowl, and it's quick, man. It turns over quick.
And you just hit it, dude.
It's great. Yeah.
So, I forget, will you read the bands that played my year again? You went there?
Yeah, it was
Prophets of Rage.
Hold on, let me close it. It was Queens of Stone Age. It was Morrissey, The Killers, Muse, Weezer, Phoenix, 30 Seconds to Mars, Run the Jewels, Franz Ferdinand, Foster the People, Rise Against, Prophets of Rage, The Lumineers, Cold War Kids, Walk the Moon.
Rise Against had to follow Prophets of Rage. And I remember tripping balls going, this is what it's like having to follow Joey Diaz.
Oh, really?
In the OR when he slammed it.
I don't know Rise Against. I don't really know that.
Yeah, well, nobody in that crowd. And they were like, hey, man, we're against hate. Are you guys against hate? Nothing. No, you just followed Cypress Hill and Public Enemy with Rage Against the Machine, who at this point hadn't yet been seen as Marxist fucking frauds, right? Like
Rage Against the Machine was there?
Yeah, well, no, it was
Tom Morello.
No, it was the drummer or the guitarist and Tom Morello. So it was a super group of Rage Against the Machine.
I thought it was just Tom Morello was in there.
No, Rage Against the Machine, Cypress Hill, and Public Enemy. They don't do the group anymore. It was such a great group. I mean, they slam, bro.
I love Tom Morello's music, but
Killing in the Name of annihilated, bro.
He plays great. There's this version of the Ghost of Tom Joad that he does with Bruce Springsteen. I gotta let you hear this real quick. It's a live thing. So they did it at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're gonna love this. Hold on. I think it was maybe Springsteen getting inducted or something like that. And it is so good.
Johnny, you got to turn and burn this episode.
All right, I'm almost done here. But yeah, so anyway, I'm talking to Ticketmaster all day. They tell me, hey, sir, we don't set the ticket policy. That's the organizer of the event that sets the ticket policy. And I said, okay, well, who's the organizer of the event? They said the LA Forum. I contact the LA Forum. The LA Forum says, we're not the organizer of the event. So I go back to Ticketmaster, and they say, sorry, sir, we can't tell you who the organizer of the event is. And so finally I figure out that it's K-Rock and this company that owns K-Rock called Odyssey. I talked to Odyssey. They tell me that's actually not our policy. We don't make that policy. That's Ticketmaster's policy. So that's where I am now. I'm back with Ticketmaster now, bitching at them about
Ticketmaster's
But
a
that's got to be illegal, dude.
Jam
They lied about it being sold out, and then they won't let me sell my tickets because they're
Pearl Jam
undercutting.
tried to rage against them, and it cost them a lot.
And I can't sell my tickets anywhere else because these Ticketmaster mobile tickets, none of the other websites will take them because they're too hard to like transfer or something. It's like such bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm so mad about it. And then, so they get out. Let me just say real quick. So then you get out there, and this is the last thing I wanted to ask you about social distortion. So I thought everybody's going to be pissed that the Yeah didn't show up. Dude, they were so happy to hear social distortion They must be huge in Southern
Yeah,
California.
of course. Aren't they from out
They
here?
are. They are from Southern.
Yeah,
but
of
I had
course.
no idea, dude. There were Mexicans moshing, like just in the crowd, just killing each other. It was. They were so excited.
Mexicans are saving fucking metal, bro.
Yeah, well, that's not my kind of band. But anyway, this is tremendous. I was a secretary, a legal
Respect.
secretary. Okay, so there's this story that came out today via Steven Jackson. Now, I know we don't love Steven Jackson, but this story is brief and amazing about Michael Jordan. Did you hear this? Did you hear the story today?
Oh, about how he came in and beat the whole team?
Don't spoil it. Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, well.
He just retold it today on somebody's podcast.
But when I first got there, it was kind of rocky.
It's on the
what I'm
podcast.
saying? I just got traded to. So we got
traded from the
by
Pacers.
somebody, and
from where?
He came in the locker room.
I think he came from the Pacers.
After the games, just going off on us like we need to get our shit together, right? And I made some little comment or something like that. He ain't say nothing, so he came to practice the next day. Back on that shit. Yeah, y'all think y'all did something? I'm 6. He's like talking about
the
all
Warriors.
his accolades. Take my shoes off, because he had gave me his, what I'm saying. He wasn't just talking to me. He was talking because everybody had his shoes off. But he had gave me a deal and all that. Yeah, this shit kind of directed to me and Gerald Wallace.
Tell him to take his shoes off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So he going off.
Mike told you take his fucking shoes off.
Damn near. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the shit I done done. Y'all I'm just going off on us right to the point where he gets on the second team in practice. I was playing in Charlotte, right?
Hold on, I gotta go.
The first year I got there, we got
so
to
he
playoffs
comes out,
for the first time.
plays with the
And
second
he-
team in practice.
And we lose.
You lying.
And beats the starters.
Mike's too low was Mike.
Listen. This was in 2010.
Mike was like almost 50.
Dog, whatever he had on, he came out there, got on, pushed, I guess, the guard, whoever Gerald Wallace was guarding, the 3 guard.
Our best player.
Kicked him out and got in that spot and played with the second team. Our second team
He
wasn't
guarded
scoring
Gerald
now.
Wallace, our best
So
player.
he scored a couple points, and to the point where he talked so much shit afterwards, he grabbed the ball and went dunk one on the way out.
And that's Jordan right there at that thing they're talking about. Isn't that crazy?
That's
Jordan's
so-
just cold-blooded, man.
Dude, cold-blooded.
Even at that age. This is just kind of like, this shows you that men have been the same forever. Like humans, really, haven't changed for a long time. That's from Art News. 11,000-year-old carving surrounded by leopards, of a man surrounded by leopards, is the oldest known depiction of a narrative scene. Now, what do you think the man was doing surrounded by leopards?
Hunting.
That's a good guess. You would think so.
Jerking off.
Yeah. He was holding his penis. So yeah, probably jerking off. It's 11,000 years old. You see it right here? Look at this. There's the guy. Somehow, for some reason, he's jerking off to Scarlett Johansson.
I
over
would
here,
too.
guess. Yeah.
She's so hot.
Can't blame him.
Is she still hot?
I think look at her. I think so. Look at this dude. So there's this dude with his hand on his dick here, and I guess, do you think he gets fear boners? Is that
You know what
this
I
is?
think he did? He put peanut butter on his dick, and he's seen what's happening.
He's a lonely guy. The world's oldest narrative scene depicting humans and animals in a 2-panel carving has been discovered by archaeologists in Turkey. The research published in the peer-reviewed journal Antiquity describes an 11,000-year-old complex with several residential buildings and a large communal structure. Isn't that fascinating? 11,000 years ago, somebody did that. Dude, carved that shit out. I love that. Old carvings and stuff.
I like it too.
Fascinating. Okay, so this is something, your kids aren't quite old enough for this yet, but I see it with my nephew. So this is from Fox. Parents are filing a lawsuit saying their kids are addicted to Fortnite. Parents say that their children are so addicted to the game they don't sleep, eat, or shower. Sounds like a parenting problem, first of all. That's what I
Well,
wanna
you
say.
know what it is, Johnny? It's like I talked about this on Conspiracy Social Club, dude. They are annihilating men and women.
What do you mean?
Well, these games. Think about what games
games.
guys like to play: sports and fight. Basically, fighting war games. That's what men used to do. They don't do it anymore.
Oh, I see. They've taken that impulse out of us.
Yeah, well, and they've directed you into the internet, the metaverse, the whatever it is, right? Like, have you seen the new metaverse commercial where you can put on the goggles and you're going to be able to play the game? I knew that was coming.
MetaQuest Pro, yeah.
Where like you're going to be out, like imagine like you could be like Steve Kerr playing with the Bulls.
Yeah.
And Jordan passes
It's not
you
quite
the
there
ball.
yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
I mean, they have games like that, but it's just not quite good. But it's
So,
coming.
so I've always said this about speed, right? Crystal meth, that it made reality so good you didn't want to live your real life. That's why these
that's
people
opiates,
fuck
yeah.
their lives
That's
up,
opiates,
right? Because you're in this, like the heightened sense of reality when you're
dude.
on speed is so insane. That's why like pornography and speed is like, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
It's like opiates, dude. Like that feeling just lives in my head.
You're like, I love it, dude. Well, that's what the metaverse is. But people who are alphas aren't going to go into the metaverse. They're just not.
Really?
They're going to play a little, but they're not going to live there.
You're not going to try it?
No, I will try it, but I mean, like, it's got to get really good and real simple for me because I gave up on games a long time.
That's when Apple comes out with it. That's when you'll probably get, because that's kind of their standard is it's got to be really easy for people to adopt.
Yes.
And they're working on it. They say that their project is way down the road. They might even have this shit that actually projects onto your eyes the light.
I don't even know about any of that.
That's
shit.
interesting, right?
But I think Johnny, I'm being honest with you. I think the metaverse is part of a depopulation program.
So people aren't fucking?
Yeah. And you're seeing in Japan, like they're not having kids. You are seeing a collapse. Like, dude, there's talk that China may not exist in 10 years, that their population is so bad and their lack of oil is going to cause food famine and all this shit.
And that's another one of these. There are a few subjects that you can bring up with somebody and tell instantly which side of most arguments they're going to be on, and that's one of them. And it's interesting because Elon is on the side of us on that point. He's always talking about that we don't actually have overpopulation. We have a real risk of the population collapsing.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is, and I just can't work that guy out, man. More stuff's going on with him this week on Twitter, calling out Fauci.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he's a little bit of both. I mean,
do you think those are firm, like sincerely held beliefs though? When he's out there calling out Fauci and
if you study all these, like, if you listen to Monica Perez, she's broke down all these like simulations that they've run, and they're going to have a straw man that they throw under the bus.
Do you think he's
no? I think Fauci's getting thrown under the bus.
Oh, I thought you meant Elon is. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know if this stuff needs to not be on YouTube.
Well, it'll be on Rockfin, but I love this Elon thing is just so fascinating.
I think you should, any of those people, you should always judge with a skeptical eye. He is doing things that seem like the $15,000 house that he just came out with. That's the downsize everybody, right? I mean, look at like Rogan, right? Love him to death.
I don't believe that about the $15,000 house. But.
Rogan. $20 million house. What happens when people get insanely rich? They buy more. Like, the more rich you are, the bigger you get. Like, but these elites keep telling us to get these smaller things.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like, dude, have you seen, look up Elon Musk $15,000 house.
No, I've seen it. Yeah, I'll bring it up.
It's like a fancy trailer.
It's funny. He posted a photo on Twitter the other day of his bedside table, and it was just like some funny gun props from a movie and like 6 different cans of caffeine-free Diet Coke, which is just weird.
Now, Johnny, you want to get in some real weird shit? Look at that, right? Now open up another window and look at Dr. Dre Eminem Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, it does. Yeah, you're totally right. It does look the same. Yeah.
And look what they're dancing on.
No, it's those houses. Yeah, for sure it is. Those white, they're supposed to be like Compton or something, but.
Yeah, look at that.
Hold on.
But that's not even it.
There
There they are.
right there.
Look at that, dude.
No,
look
totally, man. You're right.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, dude.
It's supposed to look like Compton, but that doesn't look like
But
Compton.
also, Johnny, stop right there. Look up Chinese COVID camps.
What do you think this means?
What?
What do you think this means?
Well, they always in these Super Bowl halftime shows and in these like Olympic shows, they tell you what they want to do.
Damn.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, well, dude, look at the World Cup now. Look at the World Cup, the housing that they set up for people visiting there. Watch this. In Qatar. Look at these, dude.
Yep.
That's it again. Same thing. These are all little things. Look at this. Do you see what this is? It's a falafel restaurant.
Oh my.
They wanted people to get used to living in this kind of
yep, that's what they want, which is everything from sci-fi flicks, right? This is all Black Mirror shit.
Totally.
That's why, dude, I want to buy a house, not because at my age it's gonna be really hard to pay it all the way off, but I want to get the ball started so my daughters have something to move into, because I think it's gonna get like that. They're gonna price people right the fuck out. Anyways, anything else, Johnny?
Yeah, 2 more.
Johnny, you
gotta
really...
move to the country, dude. That's what
I'm going to give.
You know that Blur song, "House in the Country" or whatever. That's a good song.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would like to. I have 5 places or 4 places I'd like to go. Dallas.
It's a nice. I like
Austin
Texas.
on the fringe. I'm not.
I just think Austin, you'd be more satisfied there culturally if you got like to see some.
Man.
But there are a lot of people there you love, you know. And I think
I mean, my friends are all there.
Right. That matters.
Dallas,
that really
Austin,
matters.
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale would be cool.
Vegas.
I like Vegas.
Phoenix. I'm on the list.
I like Phoenix, but I don't think I want to live there.
Buffalo. Because my family's all there.
Yeah, I get it with your family. Yeah.
That's it. Would you ever move to Buffalo?
Sure. Dude, I'm pretty open-minded. Okay, check this out. A Johnson County restaurant manager sent a harsh message to employees about taking time off and was subsequently fired. An Olive Garden media representative confirmed the manager at the restaurant on 95th Street sent the below to staffers. So I'm just going to read this, dude. This is the message he sent to staffers. Our call-offs are occurring at a staggering rate. So people were calling out of work at this Olive Garden way too much, according to this guy. From now on, if you call off, you might as well go out and look for another job. We are no longer tolerating any excuse for calling off. If you're sick, you need to come prove it to us. If your dog died, you need to bring him in and prove it to us. If it's a family emergency and you can't say, too bad, go work somewhere else. If you want morning shifts, too bad. Go work at a bank. If anyone from here on out calls out more than once in the next 30 days, you will not have a job. Do you know in my 11 and a half years at Darden how many days I called off? 0. I came in sick. Well, you're an asshole, first of all. I got in a wreck literally on my way to work one time. The airbags went off and my car was totaled. But you know what? I made it to work on time, in all caps. There are no more excuses. Us collectively as a management team have had enough. If you don't want to work here, don't. It's as simple as that. Well, if you're here and you want to work, then work. No more complaining. Olive Garden. No more complaining. He's talking about. He's doing national security. National security. No more complaining about not being. People got to get these breadsticks. No more complaining about not being cut or not being able to leave early. You're in the restaurant business. Do you think I want to be here until midnight on Friday and Saturday? No. I'd much rather be at home with my husband and dog, going to the movies and seeing family. But I don't. I'm dedicated to being here, as should you be. That's what she should have said. No more excuses or complaints. I hope you choose to continue to work here, and I think we, management, make it as easy as we can on y'all. Thank you for your time, and thank you to those who come in every day on time and work hard. I wish there were more like you. That's somebody who's taking it a little too seriously, their work.
Well, there's a lot of things going on there. First of all, I feel for her because she's obviously snapped. A lot of pressure going on, right? Second of all,
she snapped.
Did they let her go? They fired her?
She fired, yeah. She got fired.
She got fired. But you know why? Because they can't find work. They can't find workers.
Oh, I hear it all the time, yeah.
That's why they got rid of her. She's probably right.
That's all these people hate Elon, because he wanted to make everybody was working from home and not doing shit. So he's like, we're not doing any work from home anymore.
Yeah.
You got to come in.
Yeah.
So we know when you work. Dude, people quit on Elon because he wanted at the end of the week for people to just send in an email saying what they did that week. And people were like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, dude, them booing him in San Francisco just lets you know what a shithole fucking San Francisco's become. And again,
I can't get who goes to a Chappelle concert, though, and then boos him. I don't understand.
Woke black people.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Woke white people. That's who they go see.
But it's black people who like him because he's black. And
and white people who love him because he's black. Like, Dave Chappelle is the GOAT. He's the greatest to ever do it. The only one that comes close to him is George Carlin.
It's Carlin for me. Yeah.
Okay?
You could say Pryor, but he was not there as long.
No, didn't last as long and had somebody write all his shit. I do think there are some
Mooney,
people
is
that
that
help. There are people that help. I think he's had people out to his farm to help him fucking just think about jokes, right, and shit like that. But Dave Chappelle is the real deal, right? Chris Rock is up there. I do know Chris Rock has writers to help him, but he's up there as well.
All those big guys seem to, though.
Right. Well, you're trying to churn out so much material.
I think Hicks would have been up there if he'd stay alive. I really do.
Well, I think if Hicks stayed alive, you would have seen him pivot
Away from being
from
so
the
angry?
political shit.
Oh, really?
And more, because if you watch his really earlier shit.
Oh, yeah, it's all.
And I think he woke up to it going, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? You know? Yeah. But he would be really important right now. But there's a lot of reasons to boo Elon Musk. I guarantee you that the people at that concert are booing him for all the wrong reasons. And that is that he's completely taken away Twitter from the liberal, progressive rot. And they're upset about it because they've been told to be upset about it. Because San Francisco still watches MSNBC and CNN.
Idiots. Yeah.
Right?
If you're watching MSNBC as your primary source of news.
Johnny, they had destroyed a world-class city. We have watched in real time a world-class city be annihilated.
Well, and the architect of its destruction, the guy who started it, got promoted to governor. Doesn't make any sense.
And he's running it into the ground right now.
the whole state, yeah.
Because they've turned it. Dude, listen to me. Like when I'm watching Todd Morello, I go, this guy is everything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
With fucking politics.
Rich guy.
A dumb fuck with arm the homeless. Like, what a piece of shit. I hope his house gets ran. I hope his kids are all gone. His wife's not there. And they ransack his house at gunpoint for what he's advocating. Okay? These fucking
He's had that on his guitar for, that's like one of the most famous guitars.
Liberals, anything the progressives push is hot garbage. Listen, I would take fucking corrupt capitalism over fucking socialism any fucking day. Any day. There's people I love that are socialists. I think they're in love with the idea, but they don't realize it doesn't work.
Yeah.
The more centralized you make something, the more corruption and the more the elites make money. The more decentralized shit is, the more opportunity for everybody to make money. As much as crypto crash and burn, if I hadn't had a stupid idea of holding it and I sold it all, I would have made so much more money. I have no regrets.
Everybody was telling us to hold it, though. Everybody who was in it was saying hold it.
And I think you're going to see it come back, but these people are retards, dude. Everything they're pushing is stupid.
Dude, I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you.
And I'm a liberal, but I'm not progressive.
I'm not either of those things.
I live and let live.
Yeah, no, that I agree with. Okay, last thing, and then a cute picture. So soccer, the number one soccer journalist in America, this guy called Grant Wall, he dropped dead in Qatar covering a game. Now, I know you know everything about this. The story's been out for a couple of days. Now, he did have bronchitis. He had complained about it. He said he went on a podcast a couple of days before saying his body was failing him. He wasn't getting any sleep. But he was also the chief critic over there of the Qatari government, or one of them. A lot of people think that he might have been murdered. His brother did for a while. His brother's walked back on that now, thinks he just got sick and died. Well, I'm curious what you think about that story. What do you think?
Oh, well, another guy died, right?
Another guy died. Another journalist, a photojournalist. Yeah.
I think it's COVID. I think the vaccine. That's what, if you're asking me. A guy, a journalist in soccer who looked healthy as shit, basically had a fucking heart attack and died. I think it's another SADS.
All right.
Listen to me, man. I don't care if you're gay. I don't give a shit. As long as you don't hurt people, particularly children. It is completely and utterly reckless to go somewhere and bring your values from your country into a place that specifically said they do not want it. Okay, and
What's the Griner thing, right?
yeah, I mean, like, dude, that whole story is like, I'm happy she's back. I don't think anybody should be upset about. I don't think anybody should be in jail for weed. Okay,
Nobody should.
at all. Have you ever heard stories? You ever heard Britney Griner talk?
What do you think she's a guy?
Oh my God!
Why did you see those pictures going around of her with like a full ass beard and stuff? It's like,
And her shirt off. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Look at Britney Griner shirt off.
You think that's real, dude?
That's her picture.
No scars were breast removed. Same tattoos. Listen to that voice.
Have you ever heard her voice?
Oh, this is nudity. This is going to get us on YouTube. I'll have to make a note of this. But thank God for Rockfin. If you're listening, check out rockfin.com/broken simulation. You can listen to.
Yo, Clay, gonna cash app you some gas money for last week.
Here's mine.
Here you go, Capitan.
Come on, guys. I don't need gas money.
It's the principle, man.
It's the principle.
It's the
What
principle.
is this commercial? They have so many more ads now that you can't skip on YouTube. It's so much. I mean, yeah, she's got no titties, man.
My job is basketball.
Is that her voice?
To play at this level, you can't not go to the weight room. You can't just show up and
She doesn't
do
have
everything on
muscles
the
like a
court
man, though. I will say.
while
She does
everybody else
lift
is
weights
getting
like a girl.
stronger.
But she doesn't have that Phoenix right
It's kind of
there.
like somebody that
That's
goes
in that
to work,
picture.
downtown or whatever. You gotta drive in, be on time. Well, my drive-in being on time is going to the weight room first.
She might be like somebody that was born with both.
Hermaphrodite, like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Was she supposed to be a hermaphrodite?
Jamie Lee
I
Curtis
look
is
at
a
it like just
hermaphrodite.
showcasing,
Are you serious?
what
She
I
was,
can do.
yeah.
She's very
On
feminine.
the court.
Yeah, but she had both
weight room.
genitalia.
And I mean, it's kind of like, just come on. Just come and see what I can do. And
No, thank
I'm pretty sure you'll be amazed.
No, you won't. That's 5 years ago. So she might have gotten a new tattoo since then.
Yeah.
But what's very interesting, dude, is that. So that's the whole speculation. I think you would have heard.
It
if
is
she
not
had
true
a
that
dick.
Jamie Lee Curtis is a hermaphrodite. That is not true.
Says who?
It's just it's an urban legend.
Okay, next story.
All right, this is the last thing. It's very short. It's just cute, dude.
Well, Johnny, congratulations. 3
Seriously.
hours. You did
It's
it.
not 3 hours.
It is
I
3
promise
hours.
you it's not 3 hours. California girl issued an official license to keep a pet unicorn. Look at this. She wrote to LA County. LA County's finally doing something. This is the best piece of policy to come out of LA County in the past 20 years. Dear LA County, I would like your approval if I can have a unicorn in my backyard if I can find one. Please send me a letter in response. And there's Madeline's little letter that she wrote to LA
that's
County.
so
and
cute.
they approved it.
Great.
It's the best time that they've spent.
Well, just
governing.
know that you'll probably have that unicorn stolen by somebody at gunpoint. Okay, so Dana told me a crazy story. Johnny, did you hear I got carjacked the other day?
What?
I got carjacked.
Is this going to be a joke like you were jacking in your car?
Worst hand job I ever got in my life. So I put that out on fucking Instagram. So it goes.
Wait, is that really what this is?
No, it was a joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
I was
someone
just
goes,
fucking with you.
"Oh, great Robert Schimmel joke." I go, like I'm supposed to know every joke
Robert-
ever told by anybody all the time. I can't.
Didn't he die like 20 years ago or something?
I don't even know, but it's not even the point. Like we know every joke written by everybody all the time.
Yeah, dude, he died 12 years ago. I mean, come on.
So stupid, bro.
He was funny, though, Robert Schimmel.
So Dana was telling me the story. This is how crazy LA is. A woman pregnant, 9 months pregnant, walking her 2 French fucking bulldogs. This guy pulls up, puts a gun to her head, goes, "Give me your dogs." She gave her the dogs. Next day, someone came to her house. This woman gave her the dogs back. She goes, "Here's your dogs."
Why?
Because obviously she fucking was probably saw him do it, rob him, going, "You're fucking gonna rob a pregnant lady of her dogs?" Gave her back her dogs.
No, I don't understand. I'm confused. Okay, so a guy robs this woman, takes her dogs.
Yeah.
And then the next day, some other woman brings this woman her dogs back.
Yep.
How did the woman, the third
She had
woman,
the
get
collar, the name tag.
Oh, she bought the dogs.
No. I don't know. I don't think you'd buy the dogs and bring them right back.
Well, no, if you bought them, though, and realized then, you went in to get them chipped yourself and realized they were already chipped, then you might feel guilty and be like, oh, shit, I just bought stolen dogs.
It's possible. I don't buy
I would do that. Wouldn't you do that if you bought
I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, I would buy, if I bought a dog.
And found out it had already been chipped?
I would fucking, I mean, Pollyanna, they found her in the streets.
Right, but I'm saying, Pollyanna, if you bought her and she was chipped, you found out later, after somebody told you she wasn't, you would at least call them and be like, hey, you're not missing the dog, right?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, of course.
I would.
That's the right thing to do.
I mean, when I got Pollyanna, they were just like, yeah, she was found on Indiana Street.
Yeah, you told that story like 2 weeks ago. It's a great story. Because you said that there was like a bunch of chihuahuas.
But it was like, it was crazy because I always wonder if someone out there was like, where's Pollyanna?
Didn't you say she had a collar on too or something?
No, well, I mean, not when I found her with a collar because she was at a kennel.
No, I thought you said that they said they found her with a collar. Maybe I misremembered.
But somewhere out there, somebody missed a dog, and it's so weird because Pollyanna is a very unique dog.
You could tell that she was. I remember you saying that she's like when that breed, Thai Ridgeback or whatever. Hadn't been here.
It's only been here since the 90s.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is that crazy?
Was she always chill like she is now? Like as soon when you first got her?
No.
Oh, really?
Like she's chill with us, but other people, no.
Well, I know she's not chill with us.
She's
I've seen that.
Very protective of us from the gate, out the gate.
She's so sweet, though, dude.
All right, anything else, Johnny?
That's it, brother.
Hey, guys, go to samtripoli.com.
Merry Christmas.
Boom, bada, bing, dong is the word.
Boom, bada, bing, dong.
Boom,
You're not even
bada, bing,
trying
dong.
anymore.
Well, what word do you want it to be?
I don't know, but we can do better than boom, bada, bing, dong.
Well, come up with something.
How about
T-Rex titty fuck?
T-Rex titty fuck. Hell yeah, that's a good
T-Rex titty fuck.
T-Rex
is the word. Tell us if you made it to the end.
T-Rex.
Go to samtripoli.com for all of our for all my dates and all the affiliate programs, and that's about it. What else?
The dates the link to the dates is also in the description if you just want to click down there.
Anything else, Johnny?
That's it, brother.
Okay, man. Well, it was great talking to you guys.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hope you guys Merry Christmas. We're going to do a Zoom one. We'll do the end of the years. We'll nominate. We'll figure out what's your favorite stories, and we'll go from there. But, hey, it's been a fun year. Show is growing. Get the word out. Tell your friends. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. We love you.
Pick up your guitar. Sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city